Hey everyone, can y'all hear me okay? Hey everyone. Okay, you were just catching up on Mama T's. Hey Shane, how are you? Hey E Squared. Yeah, there was an echo. I forgot to cut my TV down. Okay, it's not echoing anymore though, right? Ernie's obviously. Yeah, I've missed most of Ernie's. I was listening to it earlier. Okay, it's gone now. Okay, yeah, it was because I had my TV up. I forgot to cut it down. Just getting a coffee. Hello. Hey, Crime Crazy. I don't know, Shane. I told her last night that she needed to come up on my panel and clear things up. And she went over to Mama T's chat earlier today and said that I said she had to go on panel. And that's not what I said. Hey, Mama's baby girl, how are you? If she wants to come up and try to say her piece or whatever it is, she can. I'm only gonna do this live for no longer than an hour. Then about 8 o'clock my time, I'm gonna shut this live down and then go to my other live that I have so we can go over Jalissa Fuentes. Um, because I went ahead and scheduled two different lives because I didn't want them both being on the same one. Mama's baby girl, I'm doing all right. Hey April, how are you? So E squared, Roger has been lying to everyone. You never said she had to, but it would be in the best interest to do so. Exactly, White Widow baby. But she went into Mama T's chat and said that I said she had to go on panel. And that's not what I said. So she can come on tonight. She is unblocked. She was blocked last night, but I went in and unblocked her. If she wants to come on panel, she can. Uh, if she doesn't come on panel, she will be blocked tonight. She has went around telling everybody in all these different YouTube chats that she was staying with Roger, so and her husband did not know where she was at all this time, and that's a lie, and I got proof of it. He's known where she's at the whole time. So when she says she's hungry and has no food, that's a lie. Okay, crime crazy, we'll just be ready. Um, yeah, E squared. I would say it is a lie. I know that yesterday in Mama, and this is what how I got started. I'd seen yesterday in Mama T's, but I didn't say anything. That she said that she didn't have any food. And Mama T said, "Well, why don't you have food?" And she said, "Because I don't have any money for food." Well, somehow it got brought up in my chat last night about someone else in another chat or something. And Roger got brought up, and it was said that night before last she had got money off of Jimbo's chat. Jimbo said it could have either been the night before last or the night before that. Um, and that she had gotten money last night. So during my live, right when Jimbo was ending his live, I just kind of like jumped over in his chat to see what was going on in there, and I seen where Roger said, "Thank you for the $10 and thank you for the 20." I don't know who sent the 20, but thank you. And so I was thinking, okay, well, if people are giving her money the night before that, then why is she and Mama T saying that she didn't have money for food? Well, then today in Mama T's, when all this got brought out, she was talking about that she smoked cigarettes. And I'm like, so you've been sitting here telling people that you don't have any food because you don't have money for food, but you're still smoking cigarettes. So, in other words, what you're doing is you're taking the money people's giving you for food and you're buying cigarettes with it. And that's not right. So, I don't know if Roger is in here or not. Roger, if you're in here, Could you please say something in the chat so I can put out the link for you to come up on panel? If Roger's the only one that I'm going to put the link out for tonight. If she doesn't come up, then she will be blocked. Okay, I'm asking because I was putting her cash up because I felt bad. Yeah, E squared. I mean, I felt bad for her too. The story that I was getting was her husband did her bad. He was violent to her, and if that's the case, he should not be like that towards her. He shouldn't be putting his hands on her for no reason whatsoever. But she left her husband for Roger, moved in with Roger. Her husband has known where she's been at. So then she says that she was doxxed and her husband found out where she was at and he showed up at Roger's house. Well, the only way that he could have found out where she was at just by her getting doxxed at one time was he had to be sitting in that chat room whenever it happened for him to find out that where she was at, that she was staying with Roger. So she claims he didn't know where she was at all this time. She also claims that she didn't know that Roger went to prison for murder. I have proof that he did kill someone. Okay, hold on one second. And I can't see my stuff very good, so it's going to take me a second. Okay. This is Roger, or the person who's going by Roger in all the chats, who's bouncing from chat to chat asking people for money. Well, putting out the sad story that she don't have money for food. She's got to leave her house where she's at. We've provided phone numbers for her. Me, D-Boss, Mar, in my chat for 2.5 hours, and No Fear was in here trying to help her with phone numbers and resources. And then we would ask her, I asked her 2 days in a row, did you call? And she said, no, I didn't have time. But you're in a chat room and you're talking, but you ain't got time to call numbers. Yes, this is all public information, so I'm not doxing anybody. So this is the lady who was claiming to be Roger on YouTube. This here is Roger Bennett. If you look up here at the top of Roger's Facebook, that picture, that's him and Sandy, the lady who is pretending to be Roger Bennett on Facebook. Okay. This is also Sandy and Roger. Now, she has told people that she is in a wheelchair, her son is her caregiver, and all this and that. Sandy's not in a wheelchair. Now, she's saying that her husband, and this is from 2021, you can see the date down here, February 12th, 2021. Okay, she's claiming that her husband, all this time, when she left, her and her son had to grab their clothes and their medicine and run out the house. So her husband didn't know where she was at, where her and her son was staying at all this time. Had no idea that she was with Roger. Okay, let me find, I don't know which one of these go first, so give me just 1 second. I think it's this one here. Okay. I don't know if it's popped up on y'all's screen. Okay. So this is Sandy's Facebook. And there's Roger Bennett with a little heart. And Eddie Fisher is Sandy's real husband. This is June 15 of 2022. Not yours, she's my wife. He's telling Roger that. He knew exactly where Sandy was all this time that she's been lying, saying that he did not know where she was at. She's been feeding people this sad little story to try to get money, to try to make people feel sorry for her. Several people and several channels have tried to help her. She does not want help. All she wants is money. Okay. Her legs were perfectly fine. And I could not find the picture of the house that was sent to me. It's a mobile home that her and Roger and her son was living in together. And there is no wheelchair ramp on that house. Okay? There's the other part of this conversation. He's sitting here telling Sandy that she is his wife, and there's Roger Bennett in there. Her husband knew all this time that she was at Rogers, but she's been lying to everybody saying that he didn't know. That she's been hiding from her husband, her and her son. Hey Sharon, how are you? Okay, our bucket list. And I'm sorry if I've missed anyone else. Yeah, she said her legs still don't work last night. Okay, yeah, E squared, she's lying. Okay, Sam dope. Money makes the people kind of people. Hey Sam, how are you? Okay, she said today on Mama T's panel that her husband has been arrested for beating her up. Yeah, and there was, and I'm sure that's been sent to me, but I got like a shit ton of email, and I would have to go back through them to find the husband's arrest record. But I'm sure it's been sent to me, but I would have to find it. But Roger, let me go up here to find my other stuff. Felony DUI resulting in great bodily injury. Roger Keith Bennett. Now, when this was brought up today in Mama T's chat, she said she hadn't seen Roger in years and didn't know anything about Roger being in all this trouble until last night when she heard it on my channel. Sharon, we're talking about Roger Bennett, who used to come in the chat. Just got here. What in the world's going on with Roger? Truth Arch Roger has been lying to everybody. Hey, Sway, how are you? Okay, so there's one thing that Roger Bennett has been arrested for. Shoplifting less than $1,000. So that was 2001. He had to go to court for that. I've had her blocked for 2 months because I got sick of her e-begging and on him. Hey, little Dave, how are you? Okay, make sure I'm not missing anybody in chat. The secret money. Well, Sam, she was telling everybody that she needed money for food because she didn't have money for food. But then she said today that she still smokes. Well, if you need money for food, then you buy food with it if somebody gives it to you. Don't run out and buy cigarettes. Okay. This one here is the other thing on Roger Bennett. Reckless homicide. There was a man standing out in his friend's yard doing lawn care stuff for his friend, and Roger runs over the man and kills him. But she's claiming she didn't know all this. Let's see. Hold on, let me catch up on chat. She said where she was up. I was a little bit that they had a fire in her fridge. Okay, so wait a minute. She's telling you, Scorpion Queen, that the fire caught fridge because she said last night it was the hot water heater. She has also said that they neither one drive, that she don't know anybody around there. We've even told her about Uber and stuff like that. It's always an excuse. Hey, Blue Ocean, how are you? And she said she also felt the same day, and her son had to get her up because her legs don't work. Yeah, see, Square, she said last night she fell out of her chair yesterday. Exactly. Wait, what up, baby? Hold on, I'm just catching up on chat real quick. Yeah, she said hot water heater, but also burn her fridge. Okay, see, what I was told was that she moved back to the house where her and her husband owned and lived. He wasn't there. She's saying he trashed the place. She had the electric cut on, and when they cut the power back on, the hot water heater caught on fire. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I was told that she told someone. Let's see. She was supposed to call Section 8 today and was going to help Jimmy from the bayou get help. Okay, well, I don't know how she's going to help Jimmy from the bayou. She won't even help her own self, Scorpion Queen. Like, we give her numbers. One night, me, Mar, D-Boss, and Ricky was in here, and we were all trying to help her. Other people has tried to help her. Mama T has called her. I don't think she's ever called any number that we've ever given her. Wait, I saw her say someone stole her fridge. I was like, from the house that she's staying in now, E Square? Okay, so Shane saying she said water heater caught fire and refrigerator was stolen. Wow. Thank you, Blue Ocean, for hitting the like button. Oh my gosh. Let's see, I remember when she first started asking for help. Saying that Roger was coming in drunk and doing this and that. I'm trying to help her. Yeah, Sharon, a lot of people has tried to help her. But first, that is true. Crime crazy. Eve, I agree. Even Glamorous Life was telling her what to do. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people who has told her what to do, given her phone numbers. It was always excuse after excuse. She didn't want to live in a place without her son. Um, the last time when this kind of got started a few weeks ago, I even told her, I asked her, I said, will you email me the name and the phone number of the guy that owns the house that you're living in? Because supposedly the house where she was living was Roger's brother, is the one that, and him and his wife own the house. I asked her 4 times. I'll call him and see if, I can kind of work something out. Maybe you and your son can just stay there and you'll have to pay rent or whatever. And she wouldn't give it to me. It was like she didn't want me to call. Hey, Mar, how are you? Okay. Yeah, I don't think her fridge got stolen. I've been forced to beg for food and stole food because I was so poor on the street, shameful. And from what I understood, her and her son both get a check every month. So I don't know where her money's going. Okay, let me see. I can't remember what this is, but let me pull it up here. Okay, this is a thing where Roger got the reckless homicide, but there is a newspaper article about it. Let me find it right here. Okay. What did it because you touched your fines? She says she lives in Anderson now. I don't know. She told me the other day that she was moving, that she found a house and she was moving back, or she was moving into the county that Jimmy from the Bayou lives in. And I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Even though y'all don't know each other personally, you still know each other from YouTube. It would be good for the both of y'all, if you're close together. At least y'all would, have a friend or whatever. Um, I didn't know that she was moving back to the same house that her and her husband was living in. It's for me shit. Okay. Hey DJ, how are you? Okay, so I'm gonna try to read this. I can't really see it that good, but I'm gonna try. All right, so it says man doing yard work hit by truck, and I don't remember what year this was. I would have to go back and look. A pickup truck ran off the right side of US 25 on Monday and traveled about 24 feet into a Princeton community yard where it struck a 66-year-old man who was caring for his friend's lawn, authorities said. Raymond Phillip of Anderson died instantly of multiple body injuries, said Kim. I can't read all of this, y'all. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone. Give me 1 second, y'all. That's too small for me to try to read. Wait, where is it at? Right here. Okay. Let me see if I can read it better on here. Okay, it says Phillips was using a power weeder when he was struck by a 1985 Chevy pickup truck driven by Roger Keith Bennett, 30, of 20th Path, according to Lance Corporal Dan. I don't know what this guy's last name is. A spokesman for the Highway Patrol. Bennett was seriously in is in serious condition at Greenville Memorial Hospital. So even Roger was injured in it, but he ran over the man and killed him. And then he was arrested. And she keeps saying, and I don't know if I put this on here, that she's not in a relationship. But there's her thing right there. Let me go back to my chat to see if it's pulled up. But she told Mama T she was never in a relationship, but there it is right there. Sandy Fisher in a relationship June 15th of 2020, and there's Roger Bennett down there throwing her up some hearts. And there's her husband, Eddie Fisher. Not yours, she's my wife. So she can sit here and lie all she wants, and she can say that her husband never knew where she was at, that she was hiding from him, when in fact, this whole time, her husband has known where she's at. She's feeding people the sad story to get money. She left Eddie for Roger, and Eddie is all over Facebook. Exactly. So, if Roger wants to come up, she can. If she doesn't, then crime crazy, you know what to do. And Roger, I know you're listening. So if you're in chat, just go ahead and comment in chat. I'll put the link out and you can come up. Because basically, she's sitting there lying, telling everybody on YouTube that her husband doesn't know where she's at. That hey, Tragedy, how are you? Hey, Lavender. Um, that her husband didn't know where she was at all this time, but yet her and Roger's been flaunting their relationship on Facebook in front of the man. It's not true that she actually needed it. I'll split anything with anyone. Lavender, we've missed you too, honey. Let me make sure I haven't. Okay. All right, Sam. Well, you have a good night. I knew it. It's way too much. I had a feeling, but Tisha is another story too. Yeah, I know that E Square, when she says she needs money, she really needs money. I've personally talked to her. I know her situation, so I know she's not lying. But this has gotten ridiculous. I've got probably 10 email last night that when I woke up this morning I had of her over in Dolly's. I believe it was last night or the night before that. Hey Brian, how are you? Um just her talking stuff. And I didn't get a chance to load them onto StreamYard today. But hold on, let me go to them if I can find where I put them at. Okay. She keeps talking about how she got doxxed, but yet she's the one that put her information out her own self. Okay, wait, that's the same one. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm trying to find. She was talking to somebody in Dolly's, and I guess they said they didn't know her, and she's like, "Oh, you know me from, but you know me from there, don't you, or something?" I guess some at Jimbo's. Okay, I think we all miss PG and are worried that takes you. Yeah, y'all keep PG in your prayers. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading an email that I just realized I had. So, just so everybody knows, shelter. I mean, people have told her about shelters. We even told her a couple weeks ago in my chat when she came in and said that her husband had just showed up. And this was before she was told she had to leave from Roger's house. I was live and she comes in, she was in chat, and then I didn't even pay attention that she wasn't chatting. And then she came back in and she said, um, "Oh, my husband just showed up." And he was mad, trying to fight with her, and her son had to get in between them, and all this and that. And we told her that night, get a restraining order. She said, "I can't do that. I can't. I don't have a ride to the police station." I said, "Call the police. They'll come out and they can help you. All you got to do is call them and tell them you can't go down there. Like, you don't have a ride, or you can't." Because at that time I was thinking she couldn't walk. Um, I told her all she had to do was call. Several of us told her, get a restraining order. There was an excuse with that. She can't go. She ain't got away. I'll snap. Yes, I've heard that story several times. And I said, she kept telling me that Roger's brother owns the house that her and Roger was living in, and he's a cop. And I said, well, if he's a cop, call him, tell him that he showed up, and have him put a thing on the guy where he can't come back on the property. And then if he comes on the property around you, then he's trespassing. He can go to jail. She didn't want to do that. She had, hey, Fluffy, how are you? Yes, Fluffy, she has. Um, she said, well, they're not going to do anything. All the cops around here are crooked. So it was always an excuse, just one after another. Every time somebody would say something, it was always an excuse. And I just got sick of the excuses. I mean, when you're sitting there and if you're hungry and you need help, you need money with food, I don't mind helping somebody. I really don't. But when you're sitting there talking about you're still smoking cigarettes, but you're asking people for money, but and telling them that you need the money because you don't have food, then you stop smoking the cigarettes and you buy the food. I don't care if you got to eat ramen noodles and drink water. I don't care, whatever. Go buy dollar items from the dollar store. She told me that her son would always walk down to the Dollar General and buy food for him. She got $30 last night. You can buy 27 items with $30 at the dollar store. See, let me catch up on chat real quick. Square should get a check and doesn't. Others get one probably. That is true. Truth hurts. E squared, and I even said this last night when all this crap got brought out, and I even said it last night. I know that E squared needs the help. But here's Roger over here asking for money, and she gets a check every month, and so does her husband. I mean, not her husband, her son. They both get checks every month, but she's over here begging for money. But here's E squared, who's sick with cancer, doesn't have money coming in. She really needs the help. And it's fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language, but it is. And it irritates the crap out of me. And she's sitting in her line with that sad whining, crying, and boohoo bullshit that her husband didn't know where she was at all this time. And come to find out, he did know. She only told everybody that for the sad story to make people feel sorry for her. And I thought to begin with that we were giving her all this information and all these numbers, and she didn't want to do it because she wanted everybody else to do everything for her. But that ain't the case. I'm wondering now, when she left her husband for Roger, he wasn't sick, he didn't have cancer, he does have a thing on his throat now. I assume he does have throat cancer. But at the time she left her husband, he didn't have all that. So it's like now he's sick. She's claiming that he had COVID, and she told, I forgot who it was she told that said this, Mama T maybe, that Roger was sick with COVID, so he was sleeping outside in the truck. But she told me he was sick with COVID and the shingles and he had to go stay with his mama. And that his mama's the one that said that he couldn't come back and stay with her. Toxins usually done with full knowledge is going to be done. So I don't know what she's got going on. It's like now that Roger's sick, she's wanting to hightail it back home to her husband. And she's claiming he's not there. He took everything. He trashed the house, blah, 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 and all this and that. So I don't know. All I know is that she's been lying to everybody. She did more. She did it in my chat, and I would have to delete the messages and tell her, don't put your personal information out in people's chat. And she would just do it over and over and over, and then she would say, well, I don't care. Hold on, y'all. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Give me just 1 second, y'all. Son had meth charges. Okay, Crime Crazy, did you send that to me? About her son having the drug charges? Exactly. Do you want to smoke or do you want to eat? I think eating is more important than smoking. That's not right. No, Brian, and she has done it multiple times, and what she does is she goes in and she'll start this sad story. And then she tries to make people feel sorry for her. And Roger, I know you're listening. There's 34 people right now watching. Everybody who is commenting in my chat right now, put a 1. I don't know why you won't come up, Roger. Just telling her sad stories. Sorry, it wasn't what she said. Okay, I was just saying, Crime Crazy, that if you're in, there's 34 people watching. Well, now it's dropped down to 33 since I asked for everybody that's in the chat to put a 1 in the chat. I know Roger's listening. Okay, geez. And yes, E Squared, you have show proof. So I know she's listening. I told her to come up. If she does not come up, she will be blocked and not welcome back in my chat again. I'm seriously, this is ridiculous. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I need to check something out. Alright, so I'm just checking one thing. Just give me a second, y'all. Okay. So for everyone who has listened to her sad story and given her money, I'm sorry she scammed y'all. Seriously. Wait, her husband probably has a cold soul by now and doesn't want her back. Okay, wait, I just need to. Yeah, Fluffy, and you know what? She's been lying the whole time. Her husband has known. So her husband wasn't looking for her to beat her up. No, Fluffy, hold on. I think you came in after I showed this. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it back up for you, honey. This is from 2020. That's Sandy Fisher is Roger's real name. The one who comes into our chat and with the name Roger Bennett. She has June 15th of 2020. She's in a relationship. Roger, the real Roger Bennett, comments under it, and then Eddie Fisher is her husband. No, she's my wife, is what he's saying. He's telling Roger that he's known the whole time where she's been. She's lied to everybody and said he did not know when he has known. And like Fluffy said, she was so scared for her. A lot of people were, because a lot of people believed her stories, and this man was going to find her and beat her up, and that's the reason why she was hiding. Okay, wait a minute. I just missed a chat. Hold on. Okay. She left her husband for another man who was just as equally shitty, and this makes her no better. In my opinion, leave one for the same, yet yeah, she's not scared. Now, I'm not saying that her husband hasn't put his hands on her. I don't know that for a fact, if he has or if he hasn't. If he has, or if Roger has, they shouldn't do it. Man shouldn't put his hands on a woman. But you can't sit here and scream all over YouTube that you're hiding from your husband, and that's the reason why you're using this Roger Bennett name, so your husband doesn't know where you're at because you and your son are scared of him, when in fact the whole time he's known exactly where you're at. So I said this the other night. I wasn't going to bring it up no more on my channel. I apologize to the people who were in my chat that night, to all of my subs who had to listen to her whining all this time. And I said I wasn't going to do it no more. And then it got brought up last night. Tonight, when I end this live at 8 o'clock, my time, that is it. Roger Bennett will be done. Her sad stories will be done. Roger, I know you're listening. If you do not come up, you got 20 minutes. If you don't come up, you will not be welcome in my chat anymore. If you see me in anyone else's chat, do not speak to me. And yeah, and you know what, little baby, that's exactly what she was doing. Her and Roger were sitting on Facebook, flaunting their relationship in front of her husband. Let's see. I emailed Eddie to see if he'd like to talk about Sandy. No response yet. Okay. Well, geez, if you hear anything back from him, would you let me know, please? And everybody who sent me emails last night and today with information, I appreciate it. And thank you so much. They wanted attention out of it, in my opinion. Well, if she wanted the attention, she's getting the attention. She may not want this kind of attention, but she's getting it right now. She's literally getting her 5 minutes of fame. And then that 5 minutes of fame is going to be shut down at 8 o'clock on my channel anyway. Does the Liberator, Jimbo, and Ernie know? Yes, the Liberators were in Mama T's today when all this came out, because I sent Mama T some stuff. She went up on Mama T's panel, and Mama T asked her about her husband knowing where she was at, and she said no, he never knew where she was at. And she said that she was not in a relationship with Roger. And I sent exactly what I got right now up on my screen to Mama T. And a few other things. I sent the newspaper clipping with about Roger killing the man. I believe I sent her where he had been arrested a few different times, and I sent her one or two other things. I believe it was the picture of her and Roger together to prove that Roger has been lying. The Liberators was in there. Jimbo was in my chat last night when all this was going on. Jimbo actually came up on panel with me last night after he ended his chat, so he knows. I think Mama T said that she was going to let Ernie know. And I believe she asked if someone could let Dolly and Jinkies and Miss Daisy and all them know that she's going around doing all this. Yeah, she's literally got 18 minutes right now. Sharon, she's not in a wheelchair. Hold on. I got a picture of her. She's standing up. Here's her and Roger. This was February of 2021. I've got a picture of the house that her and Roger was living in. There's no wheelchair ramp at all. When she called in, it was standing. I really don't know about this, but I caught Mama T. On this one. Does anyone know for a fact her ex was actually abusive? That'd be me. DJ, I don't know for a fact that he was abusive to her. That's just what she's told everybody. So as far as me knowing for a fact, I don't know. Um, who was it earlier? Geez, was it you that had said her husband had not been arrested or convicted for any DV charges? I can't remember if that's who said it or not. Let me think about it. The scared abused woman is hiding, making dollars flow. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I get what you're saying, TJ, but like I said, I can't say for sure. If he did, he's wrong. I will say that. No matter what she's lied about or anything like that. No DV charges were filed by Sandy. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Alright, let me catch up real quick. He has documented DV in 93. I can't find any DV charges in court records. Okay, so he has one from 93. I don't know if him and her were together during that time or not. Has anybody seen Common Sense? Is she in here tonight? That's what I know about them. Is that exactly right, Mar? Okay, Sandy did file one, but don't show up in court, so dismiss. Don't recall. Okay, all right. Thank you. Geez. Common Sense is over in Ernie's. Okay. Yeah, like I said. Um. Okay, hold on one second. My daughter is texting me. Okay, give me one second, y'all. I just need to mute a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, he is from some kind of radio show calling. Okay, yeah, I heard before I went live. I was kind of listening to it a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to um, hear the whole thing. I did hear something about a radio show or something like that, though. Okay, that dismissed DV was from 2001. Okay, so when did her and this guy, this Eddie guy, get married? Does anybody know that? With a new name and a new set of problems. That could be true. Like Lavender Moon said, y'all, Roger's gonna run and hide with a new name and a new set of problems. Yes, everyone in chat, can y'all please keep Truth Hurts and her daughter and her family in your prayers? Roger Bennett will be back, so be on the lookout. She's a troll. Okay, wait, what, oh, baby? Yeah. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Well, hey, common sense. It's hard to keep bugging you, but that this is the beginning. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up on everything. Yeah, that is true too, Fluffy. We just have to be careful who we trust, which is sad. Well, I mean, it makes it hard for the people who actually need money, who really need help. It makes it hard because with people like Roger, it makes the people who are willing to help people who really need it not want to help anybody. Oh, common sense is good to see you too, honey. Hold on, I'm finding somebody in chat real quick. Where's the cat? Oh, well, shoot. Now oh, there it is. Hold on. Just had to go check something out real quick. You're welcome, Truth Hurts. So she's literally got 11 minutes. 8 o'clock, I'm going to shut this live down and then I'm going to start my other one up that I've got scheduled for 8:05. Then we're going to move on from Roger, and Roger Bennett will be history in my book. Jimbo hasn't asked one time for money to get them out, but he asked people to help Roger. That, and you know what? I had heard that 616 is sick, and then I had to confirm it today in Mama T's because I knew I had heard it somewhere, but I didn't know if it was true or not. And when I asked, several people had said yes, she is sick, and she's the one that gave Roger. I think Roger said $50 yesterday or day before yesterday. And Jimbo's earlier, they were trying to get a lot of attention to and causing a scene. I must have missed that, Alicia. All right, what's your question, Lavender? Yeah, Truth Hurts. It was either yesterday she gave it to her or the day before that. What does that mean? You are paying to support a channel. If your name is lit up in green, does that mean that you're paying to support a channel? Oh crap! I can't remember. Does channel members are their names different? A different color in people's chat? Kentucky doesn't have bail, so it's just no use asking for money. Well, I think her bond. They don't have bondsmen, but she has a cash bail, I believe. I can't remember how much they said it was. Yes, if it is membership. Okay. So Lavender Moon, yes, if you do have a membership to the channel, it does change your name. That's it. Tatum Dawn. Audrey just put it in there. I remember them saying something about that they would be um they wanted to be a mod in Jimbo's or whatever. I do remember that name. Okay, yes, she has a $5,000 bond, but no bondsman. So yeah, it's a $5,000 cash bond. Okay, well, Roger is green on Jimbo, so how can she pay for that and leave herself broke? Lavender, unless someone gifted her the membership. They could have done that. Internet and phone. I have no idea, Sway. Supposedly, she was paying all the utilities at this house. Um, at where she was living at with Roger. Yes, Tatum Dawn wanted to be a mod for you. Yeah, I remember Mama's Baby Girl whenever they had said that, and everybody was like, I literally just came back into the chat from Mama T's whenever that was said. Yeah, and Sway, she also smokes, but she's begging people for money because she has no food. I'm sorry, but that's why I'm not a member. I can't afford to do so. Yeah, Lavender. A lot of times people in different chats, if the creator turns on the membership gift thing, then someone can gift out memberships. She says she paid all she paid was electric. Okay, so see, she told me electric and maybe water or something like that. She told me. I don't know. This is just a crazy situation, and she's been scamming people. Like she's literally been lying for however many months it is that she's been on YouTube, telling everybody she's hiding from her husband, and the whole time this man has knew where she was at. She's played the sad story that if he finds her, he's gonna beat her up and do all this. I smoke and I will never buy a pack of cigarettes until I know my child and my family and my house have everything that is needed. Exactly, White Widow baby. Well, hell, all three of them are getting checks. They should be able to pay. Yeah, see, I know that her and her son are getting a check. I'm sure Roger was. I believe I seen a picture that Roger's got a thing on his neck. It looks like, like when you have throat cancer and they had to put where they take your voice box or whatever out. I can't think of what the name of the thing is. Um, but that's what it looked like in one of the pictures on his Facebook that he had. She told me that he had COVID and shingles and he had to go back to his mama's. And his mama wouldn't let him come back to the house where she's at, which didn't make sense because Roger's a grown man. But then she told Mama T that Roger was sleeping in his truck outside because he had COVID. But yet he came in the house and kissed her with his mask on. She said Roger's brother owned the trailer. Yes, and that he was a cop. Because when she had told me that, remember Shane that night that she's claiming that her husband showed up at the house after she was doxxed. Um, and I said about the restraining order, and she just had an excuse for that. And I said, well, if the guy who owns the trailer is a cop, call him and get him to put a thing where he can't come back on the property. And if he does, he gets arrested for trespassing. And she was like, oh, well, these cops in this county are crooked. So it's just an excuse for everything. Every time somebody says something to her, suggested something to her, it was always an excuse. I'm getting any new mods right now, especially the people who beg for one. That's just weird. Yeah, that is true. We squared. And especially when you don't know the person, because I've never seen that person in Jimbo's chat. She has so many stories. Common sense. I'm right there with you, honey. I'm done with it. After I end this live, literally 4 minutes from now, done with it. She got over Mama T today and she lied in that chat and said, Mama T, Lost Soul said I had to get up on panel. I never said she had to. Hey, Crime Time. I told her last night before I ended my live that she needed to come up on panel tomorrow night and straighten all this out. I unblocked her. Literally 57 minutes I've been sitting here. I know she's listening. Hey, Lane, how are you? And now she's mute and hiding. She would be upset. Yes, and said I would be upset. And I never told her that. I literally said, all I said last night was, you need to come up on my panel tomorrow night and get this all situated. Get it all cleared up. I mean, I wouldn't, her going on Mama T's today had nothing to do with her coming on my channel. The way she's done me and Dolly's chat Thursday saying she needed money to get motel for a couple of days. Oh, so she told you that, Shane? After the split happened on the stand, we had like 500 people blocked. Yeah, I just, I'm so sorry to all the people who gave her money. And she ran the Mama T. That's right, Mar. I'd still get her. I know we'll find her. Well, when I end this live, I'm gonna have to go back in and block her. Let's see me catch up on chat real quick. What got me was after Jimbo's wife ordeal, she Beckons. What about him? Yeah, you know what, Lavender? I said that last night. Or maybe it was today I said it on Mama T's. I said it somewhere. I think it might have been on Mama T's today. Jimbo's got his own stuff going on. Why get on his channel and beg when that man's got stuff of his own issues going on? Like, it just don't. It just irritates the shit out of me. Okay, so she could get. I said, so why do you need a motel to get the oral? You can do it now. I know, Shane. We just that night I kept on and on about that restraining order. I even told her about the places she needed to make sure that she had a ride available in case she got in touch with one of those places and they said yeah that they could help her, that she needed to come down there to do it. And it was excuse after excuse. I don't have a ride. I don't know nobody. I said go ask the neighbors. Well, I don't know the neighbors. You know, she didn't want no help. She wanted money and that was it. Her name was Tatum and she was a member. Come over here and get on panel, honey. I don't know, White Widow baby. I mean, it's 8:01. So I'm gonna I'm just gonna block her. I gave her a chance. I told her last night. She knew that because she heard it. She was sitting there listening. She said it, Mama T's. She lied when she said how I said it because that's not how I said it. I did say that she needed to come on panel. Crime Time, Roger Bennett is a lady who has been going from chat to chat, putting out this sad story that she's hiding from her husband because he's abusive to her. I don't know for a fact if he has or has not been abusive to her, so I can't say that for sure. But she was going, hey, Leslie B. She was going to different chats telling people that her and her son a couple of years ago had to grab their clothes and their medicine and hurry up and leave out of the house. And they moved in with a friend of hers named Roger. And Roger was allowing her to use his name on YouTube. She's told everybody her husband never knew where she was at until she was doxxed. And then all of a sudden, her husband shows up at the place. He finds out where she's at and shows up at the place where she's been staying. Come to find out, her husband has known all along where she's at. I showed it tonight where they were in a conversation with each other on Facebook. Her husband, and the guy that she left her husband for. She's been going around lying. She's telling people she needs money for food. People were generous enough to give her money thinking that she needed food. And she admitted today that she still smokes cigarettes. So if you don't have money for food and you're telling people you need money for food, you don't use that money to go buy cigarettes. By the looks of the Facebook page name, she don't seem to care. Well, I showed the proof that she's been lying. Exactly, crime time. Because there are people on YouTube who are willing to help people who really need the help. A lady that gave her $50, either last night or the night before that, has cancer. She's sick herself. And she gave her $50 when she didn't need the money because her and her son both get a check every month. And all she had to pay was electric bill. She scammed people with this sad sob story. We have helped her. We give her phone numbers. D-Boss had resources to give her. She's not in a wheelchair, common sense. Look at the picture I got pulled up on my page right now. She's not in a wheelchair. And this was just last year that picture was taken. The picture of the house, there is no wheelchair ramp on it. This woman has gotten money from people. And here we have Ocean Lover, we have E Squared, who don't get money every month, that are sick. Hello, Linda, how are you? 616 has cancer. And she took money from 616 and she's sick. And yes, I know if you have money, you give it to whoever you want to. But the point is, Roger should have been like, no, 616, don't worry about it. You're sick, you keep your money because you need it worse than me. She says she can't eat, she has to drink, and sure, I, I, I can't comment really on that, Shane. I don't know how true that is. Um, yeah, Linda, we're all good, honey. Hey, beautiful sunflower. She's seen her begging daily in chats. Yes, she goes to chats all over the place. Wait, she asked 616 if she could send her more money? Uh, uh, am I? Hold on, let me go back and make sure. Didn't ask 616 if she could send her more. What the fuck is wrong with this lady? Roger, I know you're still sitting here listening. You're a sorry piece of shit. Literally. Like I said, for everybody who has given her money, and I've seen some people who have said, yes, they gave her money, they thought she needed it. I am so sorry that you have been scammed by this lady. And it's people like Roger Bennett or Sandy or whatever she's going by. It's people like her who make it hard for the people who really need money. It's ridiculous. Roger, you're a piece of shit. You're not welcome back in my chat. Do not come back in my channel. If you see me in any other chat, do not even speak to me. Because if you speak to me, I will embarrass you. I'm done with it. I'm sorry to everyone that I had to bring this out once again on my chat or on my channel. I said last time I wasn't going to do it. But I had the proof to prove that she's been scamming people and that she's been lying. I had to put it out. Roger, I don't want you talking to me no more. I tried to help you. People in my chat that night tried to help you. People in other people's chat have tried to help you. And it's excuse after excuse after excuse. You don't want help from people. You want their money. You take money and lie and say you need money for food, and you turn around and you buy cigarettes with it. That is wrong. You're taking money from people who are sick. You can't sit here and say that your son can't go to work when he can. Just because he has ADD does not mean he is not able to work. I have a child with autism, ADHD, and OCD, and guess what? My child can get up and do anything that anybody else can do. Quit making excuses for yourself and your son. There's other people out there who have disabilities who still get out and work their ass off. Your son can get out and work too. Quit making excuses. I am done with this. I am sorry to everyone in here that I had to bring this back out. Yeah, I really think it's Roger for real doing most of the chatting, and Sandy goes right along with him and her son too. Yeah, and Leslie, I don't know if you were in here for this, but she's. Have you heard her saying that her husband, her real husband, the Eddie Fisher guy, she's been hiding from him all this time, all these years? I'm gonna put it up one more time. Hold on one second. Let me grab it so everyone will know she's lying. That right there on my screen is from June 15th of 2020. She's saying she's in a relationship. Roger Bennett throws up a heart, and there's her husband right below it saying, "No, she's my wife." Her husband has known all along, all this time, where she's been. She has not been hiding from him. She hasn't been hiding from him so he doesn't beat her up. She left her husband for Roger, who has been in jail for killing a man. He's went to jail for shoplifting. He went to jail for DUI. She claims she's trying to get away from her husband because she's a DV survivor, and that may be the case, but Roger Bennett is no better. You're welcome, common sense. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to catch up on chat real quick. She was hiding from him. Why would the husband be all over her Facebook? Yes. Hey, Ricky, how are you? She is friends on Facebook with her husband. This man is known all along where she's been. She's been lying to everybody. Her son has got a kid right now that he don't even take care of. I'm just gonna say this, Roger. Hey, Coupon and Watana, how are you? Oh, and thank you for subbing up to me, honey. Hey, Sugar Pie. Let me just catch up. I don't want to miss anyone. I mean, I'm sitting here. Here it is, 8:10, and I had my other live. I was going to end this one and start on my other one to talk about Jalissa Fuentes. Hey, Liberators. I mean, I was going to. That's why I had the two lives separated. I'm doing okay, Donna. How are you doing, honey? Um, I had my two lives separated because I didn't want to bring Roger's bullshit drama over into a live that I was going to do about a 22-year-old young lady. Hey, Miss Chewy, who is missing right now. I'm literally sitting here 11 minutes, and Roger, you're still nowhere to be found. But you want to jump from chat to chat to chat, begging people for money and lying to them. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. I was really feeling sorry for her when she said she was forcing herself to eat a drug. You know what, Donna? She's been lying to everybody. This woman gets a check every month. Her son gets a check. Unless she's lying about that. Roger gets a check. She said to begin with she was getting food stamps. But then she said her husband messed it up. Hey, Wisconsin mama. Then she said her husband messed it up, so she couldn't get the food stamps anymore. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to. I never said anything because I wanted to believe she was good. What you call on? I know Wisconsin mama. I called it last night. And then I was sent all this stuff to prove that she's been lying, and it was just like I couldn't sit here and let her keep scamming people. And then she gonna get in Mama T today talking about, well, what chat have I been in asking for money? And I was like, you threw your Cash App up in Jimbo's last night. And then when I called her out on that, then she had to admit, yeah, she did. It irritates the crap out of me. Hold on, y'all. I need to go and reschedule my other live. I'll just keep this one going. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna see if Roger has the balls to come up here. Give me just a second, y'all. And if I start getting robotic, y'all let me know, please. I'll just save a lot of people money by adding this. I may have this to afford. And I know, and Alicia, like I said, I'm sorry to everyone who has donated to her who thought that she was telling the truth. Okay, Roger's Cash App is in the name of her son. Okay, didn't somebody say last night that they sent her $1 and they declined it? So, okay, I'm so glad that you had something because if you hadn't, it would have went on for. Yeah, that is true, Sugar Pie. I do feel bad for that Jimmy guy. He needs some help. He's in a better place. Yes, beautiful sunflower. The place where Jimmy, like you can literally see his place. It doesn't look good. Okay, it was declined. Okay. Has Ernie ever raised money for Roger? Hey, Mama T, how are you? I don't know. I don't know if Ernie's ever raised money for her or not. Yeah, like you can see Jimmy from the Bayou's house where he's staying. It doesn't look good. It's not a good place for him to be in, especially him being on oxygen. Yes, for sure. I'm so sorry to everybody who was scammed by her. Yes, Roger asked for help and he needs to know. Okay, so Mama T, Ernie has helped Roger before? Because I know Ernie was live earlier. I didn't get to go on his chat or anything like that. I know Jimbo knows, Liberators know, Mama T knows, I know. Uh, Jinkies and Miss Daisy need to know because I think she also goes in theirs. Okay, yes, Ernie has. This is how I first remembered her. What made her stick out? Okay, Alicia. Well, Ernie needs to know too. So once he did that for you, like try. I don't know. Wait, little baby. I know he was live earlier. I don't know if he still is or not. I need to go in here and reschedule my other live. Hold on one second, y'all. Roger, I know you're still listening. So I'm gonna keep this chat going for a little bit longer, honey. I'm giving you the chance. Like I went past my hour. I know you're listening. Okay, Alicia, you really need to come and straighten this out because. And another thing, Mama T, I wanted to address while I'm thinking about it. Roger went into your chat today and said and told you that I said she had to go up on panel, and I never said she had to. So she went in there and lied to you today. I never said she had to. I told her last night before I ended my live, I said, Roger, I know you're listening. You need to come up on my panel tomorrow night and you need to get all this clear. I never once said she had to. So she straight up lied with that. Okay, give me just one second, y'all. I'm just going to reschedule this real quick. All right. Because I was really wanting to get started talking about Jalissa. Because, I mean, she is more important. So, Roger, I'm pushing a missing person live that I was wanting to do about a 22-year-old girl who's missing, who her family are frantic about right now because they don't know what happened to her. But I'm pushing that back for you so you can try to come up here and clear your name that you're still not wanting to do. Like, I'm giving you an extra hour that I shouldn't even be giving you. You're taking that away from Jalissa. She is more important. I'm so fucking irritated right now, y'all, and I'm sorry for cussing, but She has literally lied over and over and over. I gotta catch up on chat. One thing I can't do is never said she had. She said she needed to clear it up. Yeah, I never said that she had to. She literally, when she went into Mama T's and she put it in chat today, Mama T Lost Soul said I had to go up and on panel, making it like I was bossing this woman around. This is a grown ass woman. She's older than I am. If she was really gonna face it, she would have said something. Has anyone seen her since? I haven't, DJ. I mean, honestly, I shouldn't even have to be sitting here putting off a missing girl's case for Roger to come clear her name that I know she's not going to. No, the last time I seen her was in Mama T's today. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm listening. I'll be right back. Dishes are calling my name. Okay. Wait. What up, baby? Okay. Arnie is coming. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, Mama T. Hold on. Let me grab the link real quick. All right. I don't talk much, but I wanted to say I think they should figure out a way to stop all the begging. Yes, Linda, that is true. Thank you for sharing this last. You're welcome, Lavender. The link is only for Ernie. Yes, I'm putting the link out only. No, I can't even talk. I'm so mad. For Mama T and Ernie if he wants to come up. Okay, there you go, Mama T. He was in the shower. Okay, Alicia, thank you. Yeah, Fluffy, I was worried about her. I kept telling her that night to she's go get a restraining order against her husband when she was saying that he showed up at her house after she was doxxed. Okay, I'll be right back. Listen. Okay, wait, what up, baby? Thank you, honey. Them are taking money for people less fortunate than. Yes, Sugar Pie, that is the truth. Jimbo, I don't know money for ketchup for last night, but I can't stand it. Think someone is hungry. E squared, you don't have anything to be sorry for, honey. You thought she was being honest with you. Okay, I want to make sure that I haven't missed anybody. I'm also pissed I'm done with her. I'm not gonna tell her this, Roger. You know you're wrong. Hey, the real Gypsy Soul. How are you doing, honey? I just want to make sure. Hey, John Deere girl, that I haven't missed anybody. I don't think I have. If I've missed anyone, I'm sorry. Okay, Mama T, I'm bringing you up.
Hello,
Okay.
hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry, I had to go close out my YouTube.
Okay, no problem. I'm just trying to make sure I haven't missed anyone in chat. Okay. No, Crime Crazy. She never has applied for the restraining order.
No, she has not.
And Mama T even told her today how to do that. She said, "Well, I don't have a ride down there." Mama T said, "Well, like call the police out there and they can help you, or you can do it on your phone." It's
Or you can
it's
get on Google and get directions.
right. It's always been an excuse.
Yeah,
So
it's sad. I didn't want it to be true, honestly.
okay, NY2LA gave her money last night in Jimbo's.
Oh man.
Okay,
And I
yeah, I
guess
know.
so did 616.
Okay, so she said that 616 gave her $50. I know someone gave her 30 last night. I don't know who it was that gave it to her. Um, hold on, I just seen Sugar Pie. I don't know if her husband is really abusive to her. I can't.
We'd have
I
to look
have.
up the court records that she says there is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he is. That's wrong. He should not have done that. No matter what she's done, he shouldn't do that.
Hello, Tragedy Pimps.
Okay, G said there's a car in front of her mobile home. More lies. So yeah, tells
Well,
people she doesn't have a way to go and all that. There's a car there. Then yeah, she's had a way to go. Okay, I just really feel it could be Daisy Joe. It could be a drug problem. I mean, I don't know. Send over all the records. Hey Ernie, how are you? White Widow baby, I'm sure y'all sent them all over to me. I've got probably 50 email right now. I was trying to go through them today, um, and get all the pictures that I could get to put up on my StreamYard, just so I would have what I needed to show proof that she's been lying.
yeah, Ernie, we got a problem, sir. You want to come up here? Lost Souls put the link in the chat for you.
Okay, yeah, hold on, and I'll put it back in there real quick. All right. Okay. Someone said earlier that her husband hasn't had a DV charge in over 20 years. I think Jeeves is the one that put
Wow.
that in link, Leslie B. They have probably sent it to me in an email. I would just have to go through every one of the emails to find it. Because like I said, I got so many emails of all of her stuff. I mean, this is crazy. My chat watching can't come up at the moment. Okay, Arnie. Well, if you want to come up, just let me know, and I'll put the link back in chat for you. But I don't know. I
So,
can't remember what all I sent to you today, Mama T. I did send you this here that I've got pulled up on the screen, right?
yes.
Okay, so it shows that all this time that her husband has known where she's at, that she's with Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because she's been going around telling everybody that her husband never knew where she was at and that she was hiding from him and all this and that. But basically, her and Roger have been flaunting their relationship on Facebook in front of her husband.
Right. And Roger Bennett is a murderer.
Yes, there's the. I've even got that on here. Let me get it
And
pulled
it's
up
been
here.
20 years since her husband's had a DV charge.
Yeah,
So she's lying. She's been lying. Ernie, I hate to say it, but we've been scammed again.
and 616 gave her money whenever it was the $50. 616 is sick. Okay, I don't know how bad she is or anything like that. But Roger should have been like, no, 616, you're sick, you keep your money. You know what I'm
We're in the
saying?
shower with Ernie. That's funny.
Like, do what? Told you I thought it.
Alicia said, sugar pie honey bunch. Oh, wrong one. She said, told you I thought he was in the shower. Now we are in the shower with Ernie.
Oh,
LOL.
Lord. Okay. Well, all right, hold on. I got to catch up. I want to make sure I
Yes,
have
crime
it.
crazy. That's what I meant. Eddie hasn't had her husband hasn't had a DV charge in 20 years. Roger is a murderer. He ran over somebody. He got it for vehicular manslaughter.
Okay. Hey, Dr. Fluffer, how are you doing? So we'll catch up in a bit. Please help find Daniel. David has. Okay, DJ. I just want to catch up on chat real quick. Yeah, okay, so after 616 gives her money, E Square said that she asked 616 for more money.
And then NY to LA, New York to LA gave her money yesterday
last
as
night.
well.
Yeah.
Hmm. And this is what I was talking about earlier. All these people doing this, coming on Ernie's panel to get help. She didn't come on panel. She refused to go on panel to get help. But she did give him her Cash App information to put up, and
Hmm.
he put her story out there. He never got any of that money either, okay? Which is a good thing because you know what they all say out there. We all know it's a lie, but you know what they say. So,
It's just great. Thank you,
this
Audrey.
is what this is
Go
what is
ahead.
making you look bad, Ernie. All these people that are scamming our people, and that's why people are saying that you're involved because you put the information out there,
Right.
which is, we all know it's BS, but that's how they look at it. And now, Lost Souls and myself, Dolly, um, who else? The Liberators.
Okay. Wait a minute. Jeez. Hold on one second, Mama
Ernie,
T.
you missed a spot.
Um, okay, geez, this that you just sent to me, this is all the times that she's been to court? I can't see it that good, so hold on one second. Okay, defendant, plaintiff,
Okay.
defendant, defendant, defendant. This is all judgment. Let me see what this is all for. Civil, summons to complaint, rule to vacate. Okay, summons and complaint. So she's been to court. Sandy has. One's hers and one's is his. Okay, thank you, G's.
And
Yes.
no, I want to
What?
go
Go ahead.
ahead. Sorry,
No,
honey.
no, you're fine.
I
Go
just,
ahead.
I just, I just wanted to clear up one thing. No, she was not standing in when I seen her backstage, but in the picture on Facebook, the um, the back picture, she is standing up on
I'm
her
pulling it
own.
up now. I'm pulling it up now on the screen. And this picture right here with her and Roger was taken in February 2021.
Hmm.
So yeah, Alicia, she did say that she didn't know how to send an email. She said that night to me when I asked for the guy who owns the house, his name and phone number. I asked her to email it to me, and she couldn't do it. She didn't know how to use. She couldn't send an email, but she can go to YouTube and chat and all these different chats and do all this and that.
Right.
All right, so let's see. I'm counting 14 times that she's been to court as a defendant and a plaintiff. Most of them are civil. Let's see. 2001, she has a traffic one.
None.
Let's see.
Paradise Way. None that I know of. It says how many creators was helping her and getting it cut. None that I know of.
All right, and this is Eddie's, the husband. What has he been for? Okay, let's see. Everything was disposed. Traffic, criminal. Most of most of her husband's stuff. He does have some criminal, but most of it is traffic.
I see.
It doesn't say what the criminal ones are for, though. I would have to. I can't click on the link to go into it. And he was a defendant on everything. And most of them, there's more traffic than it is criminal. Two, three, four,
Do you
five.
see a DV charge in there?
Um, see, none that I see. And I can see all the way from, let's see, 98. There's a criminal one. Let's see. But it doesn't tell what it is as far, it just says criminal.
So if it was 20 years ago, it'd be 2002 is what she'd be looking for.
Okay, let's see. I have a 2003 criminal. Um, there's a 91. This okay, that's traffic. Yeah, all it shows
Hold
is
on.
it's either traffic or criminal. That's all it shows. So tickets mostly. Okay, so he's a truck driver. So she hasn't driven it. Yeah, Alicia, she has the ones that I'm looking at now are her husband Eddie's, but Sandy, if I can get it pulled back up here. Sandy has one traffic from 2001. Everything else is civil.
You're right, Liberator. We can't be having this in our community. Jimbo's channel. She was on Jimbo's channel.
Yeah. Hey, Tennessee girl, how are you doing, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I haven't missed anyone in chat. Everybody who's coming in new that I haven't said hi to you, hello and thank you for joining us. Sent Rogers court records. Okay, wait, what up, baby? Let me check it real quick. Let's see what Roger has got. Okay. Okay, this is the DUI felony resulting in great bodily. I don't know if it's injury or harm. I don't know how they put that on there. Okay, homicide, reckless homicide. That's where he ran over the guy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Crime crazy. I'm just gonna check it. He has a shoplifting of less than 1,000. Oh, I didn't know he had a robbery. Common law robbery,
Me either.
strong arm robbery. Yeah, I didn't know he had that one. Okay, Roger's got a domestic, criminal domestic.
It, how long ago?
Disposition date 93. Charges filed date 90. So July 16th and 93. That's when he was charged.
So, almost 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm. He's got disorderly conduct. Okay, then that's the reckless homicide one. He's got alcohol, open container. So that one was a traffic one. Okay. All right, so that's all of that one. Then I have an urgent one coming in. Let me check it real quick. Okay, who is this from? Okay, Crime Crazy, the one that you just sent me that was urgent. Who is this for? Left Eddie for Roger. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with
Yeah,
chat
White
here.
Widow.
Okay, so 2003, he had a misdemeanor, bench trial guilty. 2006 misdemeanor. I don't say what they're for though. But it does say that no domestic violence orders filed by Sandy.
Against Roger or Eddie?
Um, against Eddie. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Summary for domestic violence charges are concerned. Okay, so wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so this is Eddie stuff that you just sent to me? Okay, so 2006 he had a misdemeanor, 2009 misdemeanor, 2001 assault and battery with intent to kill. Ended plaintiff could not be located. In other words, Sandy, if she was the plaintiff, did not turn up to court for the hearing, so the case was dismissed. So that's the only one that
Wow.
he had was in 2001. And let's see, the other assault and battery charges were not filed under domestic violence statute, so Eddie could have gotten into a drunken brawl with someone.
Hmm.
So the one in 2001, the plaintiff couldn't be located. So 2001 would be 21 years ago.
Yep.
So how long has her and Eddie been together?
She said 30 something years.
Okay. So this could or could not be her, against her, that he tried to hurt or whatever. Um, but it says that the plaintiff couldn't be located.
Well,
So,
she told me it happened 3 years ago. She'd only been in hiding for 3 years.
okay. Well, she ain't been in hiding for 3 years because in 2020 he knew exactly where she was at.
Exactly. And that's the
So,
problem right there. That's a lie. She lied flat out.
right. Because it shows it right here, and I'll pull it back up. Um, June the
And
15th of 2020. She was in a relationship,
she
and it
also
has Roger Bennett right there.
she also told us that her and Roger weren't together, which is another lie.
Right? Because, like I
And
said, what
then
I've got pulled up now, it says in a relationship in 2022, Roger throws a comment under hers with a heart, and then Eddie is right under it, says, "Not yours, she's my wife." So,
I'm on my
Eddie,
way.
yes, Eddie knew in 2020. And you even asked her this today after you opened this email that I sent to you, and she straight up
Hmm.
lied to you and said, "No, he didn't know where I was at."
Right. I know. I remember.
So, I
And
mean,
then
I
when I
hate.
asked her to
Go ahead.
go ahead,
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
when I asked her to come up and clear it up, she wouldn't do it. She just wanted to keep saying, I'm not lying, I'm not lying. And then tried to tell us that we didn't hear what we all know we heard. And that was a
Right.
man whisper to her after Roger was mentioned.
Yeah, and you even asked her, "Was that your son?" And she said, "No, he's outside."
Right.
And then she lied about that. "Oh, no,
Mm-hmm.
I asked him to come in and help me." And I said, "Well, Roger, if you asked him to come in and help you, we would have heard that as well." And we didn't hear that.
Me too, Lavender Moon. Me too. I didn't, neither Lost Souls or any of us, none of us wanted it to be true. Because we've all been over backwards and went to bat for Roger. I defended him, or I defended Sandy
Right.
when Betty called her a scammer.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, we sit in here 2.5 hours that night in my chat, giving her resources. D-Boss, I don't, I don't know what state D-Boss is in, but she had a way to get in touch with resources that she was given to Roger that would help her find a place because she was telling us she only had 9 days left to get out of there. And hey, Comanche Heart, how are you? And, so we were all kind of in a panic for her, thinking that she was going to be out on the street, her and her son.
Right.
And she kept saying she didn't want to go back to the house that he was at, and we're trying to give her, phone numbers and all this, and it was one excuse after the other, and it's crazy. Like I didn't want to
Or
have to bring it out, but it makes me upset when she's sitting here lying to people, telling people she don't have money for food, but then she turned right around in your chat today and says she still smokes cigarettes. Well, how are you still smoking cigarettes if you ain't got money for food?
well, how are you still smoking cigarettes when you ain't got money for nothing? Well,
Exactly.
she's smoking cigarettes because 616 sent her money, and so did New York to LA yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
and there's no telling who else did. I also was told that she kept asking people who would send her money to
Mm-hmm.
keep sending it, not
Yeah,
just once. I'm talking multiple times.
and that's crazy.
It is crazy.
And like Comanche Heart
And
said,
she,
what is sad is that several people in need themselves sent money to her.
exactly, exactly.
Sway, I don't know. I don't know if she has. I don't know if she has like a government phone, and that's how she's getting her internet. I don't know if the place that she's staying at has internet. I have no idea.
Right. So what I think is happening is either she is into with her husband anymore. She's not with her husband anymore, and her and Roger had a thing, and she left her husband for Roger. That's what I think happened, and that's why she says she was in hiding and
Mhm.
not this DV bullshit because that was 21 years ago.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand that it could still be hard on people, but 21 years, come on.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mama T. I just like I'm so irritated right now with her, for real.
Well, when you came in chat and told me about the Facebook thing, I was like, what?
Yeah, and
After she said no.
I wasn't gonna come in there and say anything. I literally today I was working whenever I come into your chat, and she just kept on with it, on with it, on with it. I was like, I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
send it to Mama T, but I'm gonna continue working. And then she just kept on with it and on with it. And I was like, I gotta quit working. Like I literally signed out of work early so I could send you everything. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna do a live tonight on it, and I'm just gonna put everything that I have out there. I scheduled it for 8 or for 7. I scheduled another one for 8 o'clock. It was going to go on into the Jalissa Fuentes stuff. And I gave Roger an hour to come up on panel and try to get everything cleared up. And I know she's listening. Any other time she would be in the chat with us, but she didn't come in here. Um, she didn't like she hasn't tried to, clear anything up. She came up on your live
Right.
today. Okay, White Widow baby, if y'all need to go over there with PG, honey, y'all go ahead. Um, she came up on your panel, but she really didn't try to clear anything up. She just kept lying. That's all it was just lie after lie after lie. And then when you asked her, when you got the email and you that I sent to you and you asked her, and she lied, that was it for me. It's I said before I was done with her, and then I ended up doing a live tonight about her.
Right. I'm I'm really irritated and upset about the whole situation because I really felt for her, and she even had tears in the whole nine. I
Right.
mean, I give her I give her the Academy Award for Best Actress because I'm telling you, she cried
She played
like
everybody.
it happened yesterday.
Yeah. Because she came in when she came in that night in my chat and said my husband just left. He found out where I was at because I was doxxed, and he found out where we're at, and he showed up here, and my son had to get in between us, and and all this and that. Like I felt I was scared for her because I was
Me
thinking
too.
this whole time that this man has beat on her and did her bad and all this and that, and that's when I just, hey, it's me. How are you? Um, I was like, get a restraining order. And then when I started noticing that there was excuse after excuse, I was like, okay, something's up with this.
Who's live? Who's live, Daisy Joe?
Uh, they said PG just went live.
Oh, Dolly's live.
Oh, okay. So I know PG
Dolly
hasn't
got
been
told today
live.
too.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, a lot of my people went over to PG because she hasn't been live in, I think, 15 days now. And everybody was getting worried about her. So if they see her over there, they'll say something.
Yeah. They need to let anybody know that whose chat she goes into. Jesus, she goes into that many chats.
She goes into now I don't know about PG. I know she's been in there in PGs before, but like I said, PG hasn't been live in like 15 days. But I know she goes in Daisy's. She goes in Jinkies. Now Miss Daisy was in here with us last night when we were talking about it, but I don't know if she realized who we were talking about. But she does go in those two. She come in mine. She went in yours. Jimbo's, Ernie's, the Liberators. Someone said they seen her in Jody Sue, Dolly's, and there was somebody else, but I can't remember who else it was. Can you guys remember when the Roger name was exposed and she said it was her hubby's name?
Mm,
Sugar Pie didn't know she was saying that Roger was her husband.
me neither.
But I know she's been in several chats. Trollbusters is saying about 15 channels. Um,
Wow.
Dr. Fluffer, I don't know. I think PG had just been on a break, but she just went live.
Yes, Fluffy. Dolly knows.
Okay,
Jimmy
and
knows.
I don't know about, like I said, Miss Daisy was in here last night, but I don't know if she realized who we were talking about, so I don't know if she knows, and I doubt Jinky knows. I'm trying, and Jody Sue. I mean,
It will.
we all know how Jody Sue is. I go in a lot of chats, but I ain't big on her scam. And that's what I'm saying, Leslie. I mean, that's
Exactly.
ridiculous. And I hated to be the one to have to come out and like put her on blast like that. Like I really didn't want to do that, but hey, hope forever. Um, Honestly, that was the only way I knew how to get the information out there, so everybody would know that.
Well, we were already suspect. A few of us had talked about it.
Hmm.
Leslie being one, and Audrey is the other person that I spoke with about it because of the way every time, like I would go into a chat, she would start automatically.
Yep.
Hey, Mama T. Hey, Mama T. And just keeps repeating over and over and over again
Hmm.
about him showing up and her being doxxed and oh my god, they had to get out. And now I'm thinking none of that shit is true. I don't
Right.
know.
Okay. So wait, what? Tennessee girl says she was in Gypsy Soul's chat as well.
A
So
gypsy knows she was on my channel today.
yeah. So I know that she goes to the one that, like all of us kind of go to all the same channels. Like Ernie,
Mhm.
Jimbo, the Liberators. So I know she goes to all of them. I don't know about any other ones outside of that group besides, you know, PGs or Jinkies or Miss Daisies or any of them. I don't know, outside of those, I don't know who else she goes to. Hope
Yes.
forever. Was it proven she's lying and scamming? Hope forever. She has been going around telling everybody that her husband, she was hiding from her husband and didn't know where her and her son was at. But if you look at the thing I have pulled up on the screen right now, her husband has known since 2020 where she's at.
At
She's been
least.
lying to yeah. I mean, it could have been before that, but this is from June the 15th of 2020. He's known at least since then, and her and Roger have been flaunting their relationship on YouTube in front of her husband.
And if she was really afraid of him, she would not do that.
Exactly.
So guys, we were bamboozled.
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier in here. I'm sorry to everyone who fell for it and donated money to her thinking that she really needed it. Okay, Liberator. Um, because she lied.
She straight up lied. She
I
lied
mean,
to me on the panel. She lied to me.
I
And I
know.
busted her out right there and told her, I know you're lying. I have the proof right here.
Yep.
I'm looking at it. Jesus.
It's me
I
said
mean,
if
and go ahead,
uh
hon.
wait, I lost it. Oh, okay, here it is. It's me said if I brought up anything about helping anyone, she would pop up with a story. Yeah. Hey Nana62, how are you? So
Which is crazy.
it's crazy.
It is crazy. And the liberators are right. We don't need this shit in our community.
No.
We're trying to move past all that.
I mean,
And how can we?
I said it last night. Jimbo has issues of his own going on. She should have never took that into Jimbo's chat last night, asking if she could put the cash app up or putting it up or however it was she did it in order to get money. 616, she should have said, "No, you're sick, honey. You keep your money." She should have never accepted it. Um,
Yeah, because doesn't 616 have cancer? Wasn't I told that? I believe.
yeah, I had also heard that, and then I had to ask again today in your chat to make sure that that is what I heard. And several people in there had said yes that she is sick. Um, but people like E Squared that we all know is sick, she's provided paperwork showing she's sick. Ocean Lover is sick, and then here's Roger up here lying to get money, and it makes it hard for people who are willing to help people who need it. It makes it hard for those people who really need it to get money because of people like her.
And the sad part about it, that's the absolute truth, Lost Souls. That's 100% the truth, because now everybody's even more leery. We were leery in the first place because of what happened with Jayla, and then now this,
Yeah,
and like I said before, sadly, because it happens on Ernie's panel with these people and other channels as well, not just Ernie's.
right,
I busted Roger out on my panel today, and now we're doing it here too, because we need to bring awareness to this shit. Because if we don't, then we're just as bad as the person doing it.
right.
And it's
And
not fair. It's not
uh,
fair to us creators who actually give a shit about people like you, me, Ernie, and
right.
all of us in here, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now where did I just? Okay, so Dr. Fluffer said that they gave her $30 a couple of weeks ago,
And 50
and
from 616 yesterday,
then 30
and then
last night.
30. And then New York to LA said they gave her money too, but they didn't say how much.
Well, I know she got
So,
30. She got 30 in Jimbo's last night. I screenshot it where she said, "I got 10 and 20. I got a 10. I got $10 and $20. I don't know who sent the $20 to me, but thank you." Is how she put, and I screenshotted it. And that's I was live last night, and like I said, we got to talking about it, and I jumped over in Jimbo's chat real quick right when he was ending his live, and that's what she had put in his chat. Y'all remember
yes.
the
Are you
auction?
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, Alicia, I do remember that. I remember that very well.
Oh wait, y'all remember during the auction too? I had to hold my time. Did she do something during the auction?
Oh, yeah. She was all talking about her situation and trying to distract people from Jimbo's auction that Alicia was doing. Yep.
Wow, I
I told
didn't.
her, Roger, you need to stop. This isn't about that right now. It's not the time. We can talk about it later.
Right.
And that was it.
But
And
I've
so
had.
I ended up leaving. I ended up leaving the auction because she wouldn't stop. So I just left because I felt if I left, it would quit. And it
Mhm.
did, from what I understand.
Okay. Well, I've heard you say to her, I believe when you've been up on Liberator's panel, Roger, like she would be in chat doing that, and you would have to say several times, Roger, this isn't about you. Like you need to quit, and just you would have to say it multiple times, and it was just on and
Right.
on and on. She just kept on going with it. Well, she had me so mad earlier. I told her she was a piece of shit. I know she was listening. At this point, I don't care if her feelings get hurt, honestly, because she isn't scam people. People who are good people, who are generous with their money, gave her money and she lied to them. She's a con artist. She's a scammer. She, in my book, in my opinion, she is a piece of shit.
We got
That
to
is
call it as you see it.
that is ridiculous.
You know,
She knows Jimbo has stuff going on, but she's in his chat throwing up a cash app. E squared is sick. E squared has proven that she is sick. Ocean Lover has proven she is sick. I don't know what Ocean Lover's financial status is, but I know that E Square doesn't get money monthly,
right.
and she needs the money. But here we got Roger over here who gets money every month on a check. She claims that her son gets money. Supposedly she gets food stamps every month, and she's begging people for money. It's
Well,
not
then she
right.
turned around and said she doesn't get food stamps because her
Yeah, but
husband messed that up for them because he applied.
yeah, but
That's not
but
how it
she
works.
but she also said that she hadn't seen Roger in years, and she didn't know anything about Roger getting in trouble until last night when she heard it on my when I was talking about it in here. But You said you've been staying with this man for 3 years, so how in the hell have you not seen him in years?
Right? I mean, there's just too many lies piled up.
Right. That's why I
Too
made
much.
sure when I just, like I said, I logged out of work early today. I went ahead and scheduled the live, and I made sure I had everything that I needed to put in my StreamYard. So whenever I started the live, I can bring up all the proof that I needed to show that she has been scamming and she has been lying.
Yeah.
And I feel so
I mean,
bad
you
for
can.
people that she's lied to, that has felt sorry for her and trusted her and believed in what she said, that they gave her money.
Right. Not to mention the many hours that we have given trying to get her
Yep.
the resources she needs.
Right. Like I said, I know for a
Man, it's
fact
not right.
that one time when me, D Boss Smart, and Ricky was trying to help her, that was 2.5 hours that night, and I believe you had came up on my panel that night afterwards, and that's not even counting the night that she came in and said that her husband showed up there, and we basically stopped the whole live for Roger, telling her she needed to get a restraining order on him. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not
And
people like I'm not stopping my lives anymore or doing lives for her. This is it. When I shut this live down tonight, I'm done with Roger. Because this
yep,
is
tomorrow I'll be
ridiculous.
done too. I mean, I'm done after today. I mean, I already exposed what I needed to expose.
Right.
And as soon as I can figure out how to put the receipts up, I will put them up
Okay.
because it
Well,
will be, like I said,
you have restream, right?
no, I'm on StreamYard now.
Okay. Well, all the stuff that I sent to you, all you got to do is
Uh-huh.
save it on your phone or computer or however you want to do it, and then you can you just add it. And I have all mine added under brand on the side. You can add each thing, and then
Hmm.
that way you can just click on it and pull it up on your screen.
Oh, cool. All right.
Okay, and Linda Marie, I just want to say one thing. It wasn't just. I really, honestly, I didn't look anything up when all this was going on last night. Three of my mods were looking into her, and they're the ones that pulled all the stuff up and sent it to me. And like I said,
Yeah.
I've probably
I know
got
who
like,
those.
yeah, I've probably got 50 emails of stuff that they've pulled up and sent to me. Like there's some emails that I haven't even went through yet.
Yeah. Jeez was the first one to bring it to my attention today. She asked me to ask her a question, and I did, and she put in chat, "That's a lie.
Right.
That's a lie." And then you commented about the Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And like,
then G said, and a few other people was like, "Who was that guy? Who was that guy? I thought her son was outside. Who was that guy? Did you
right.
hear that?" I did hear it
Yeah.
because I
And like,
asked her, "Well, I thought you said your son was outside. Who is that? Who is that?" And
yeah.
she
And then
said,
she said, "Oh, I called him in and asked him to help me." Well, we would have heard that. Oh, we
"Right."
didn't hear it. Like you didn't ask your son to come help you. You're lying. Okay, so Hope Forever says she interrupted happy times for many, sad times for many. I am done, and I told her today. I said we weren't care providers, a bank, a psychiatrist on YouTube. So yeah, that I feel the same way. Hope Forever. I'm done after this.
Yeah, I am too. And here's the reason why. Because, like the Liberator said, I've said, Los Souls has said, and all of you have said, we don't need this BS in our community. We're trying
No,
to better this community, and
right.
we can't do that with people like this. And yes, Lost Souls, both times I've been on your panel, it's been about Roger, Sandy.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I'm just like, from now on, Mama T, when you come over here, it's no more about Roger. We're just going to shoot the shit, or we're going to talk about whatever it is we need to talk about, missing cases or whatever.
Right. Okay, I will be appreciative of that.
So
Good Lord. So, I got my people over there if you want to join us tomorrow. working
Okay.
on missing cases in their towns. Children,
Oh,
women, it don't matter. Men, anybody that's missing that doesn't have a lot of awareness, or anybody that's missing, period, I want them to let me know. And I'm going to
okay.
post it on there. And maybe
Okay.
you and I and Alicia can do some research on it
Okay. Yeah, we can do
if you'd
that.
like.
Yep. I've been looking into the Jalissa Fuentes case because I was covering Kylie's case, so I didn't really get to look too much into this one. So that's what I was trying to do today as well. So when I was working, looking into that, and then Roger had to start her whole fiasco of bullcrap, and so I just kind of like had to push it to the side. So,
Linda Marie, she did
hey,
talk to
Grace,
that
how are you?
hotline. She
I'm sorry. Go
did
ahead.
talk. She did talk to the hotline. Actually, her son did, because he was the one that I called about. Because she said her son wanted to kill himself. I mean,
Hmm.
excuse me, unalive himself.
Right, and I
And
noticed another thing too. Every time she would bring something up, she would say, "Oh, I'm starting to shake. I'm trying not to have a seizure."
right,
It was like every time somebody would start saying, "Well, you need to do this, you need to do that. Have you did this?" It was always, "I'm trying not to have a seizure." It was almost like she was trying to keep people from questioning what she's done, so they don't make her have a seizure. Is what it
right.
seemed like. So I don't know if she really has seizures. Like I don't know what all her because she's lied so much. I don't even honestly don't even know what her medical conditions really are.
Well, I kind of believe her medical conditions, and here's the reason why: because she constantly repeats them, and everything that she says about her medical conditions, especially the seizures, has been consistent.
Okay,
The other
couch
stuff
mama. Hold on one second, Mama
has
T.
not
Couch
been.
mama, what are you talking about? He eventually may even take some of you as deep as criminal activity, and you may be charged. Who is she talking about, y'all?
Excuse me. She's talking about
Couch.
Ernie.
Okay, why are
She's
you
talking about
in my
Ernie.
chat? Why are you in my chat talking about Ernie like that?
She said, "Hold on a minute." She said, "I know your your side doesn't like the other side, but I am no side, and you all care about Ernie. But please do some research on him. He is scamming and using all of you to help him scam money. No, he's not. And I already told everybody. If I ever had solid proof that that was happening, and I mean bona fide facts in my hand or on my phone that he was doing that, I would bust his ass out too, because that's just who
Okay,
I am.
okay, Couch Mama.
But he's not.
I've never seen you in my chat before, but don't come over here spewing your lies about somebody. Okay? If you're from
Exactly.
if you're from the other side, take your ass back to the other side because if you're from Nicolina, I don't want you over here.
Yeah, she is from 777's chat.
Okay, well, she can take her
She
ass
was in
back over.
my chat the other day trying to start shit too. So,
Okay, well, I've never seen her, so she can take her ass right on back over there.
but there is no proof of that. There is no proof, and they have no proof. They've never,
No,
ever posted any proof of him doing any of that. So Ernie Shell is innocent. Get off of him.
I mean,
Good
they're just
Lord.
trying to push that. They're trying to push the narrative that Ernie is a scammer. Just on it, they're trying to deflect. Like we're literally over here talking about somebody who has really scammed people and lied to people, and they're wanting to come over here with
Exactly.
their bullshit.
And make it about Ernie. That's what happened in my chat yesterday with SG. She made it about Ernie, and had
Okay.
nothing to do with him.
Mama's baby girl said she was just in 777 when Ernie was on the podcast. Okay, well, thank you, Common Sense.
All right, girl. I'm gonna jump down from here. I'll be listening.
Okay, well, thank you
I
for
got a
coming and hanging out with me.
I got a couple things to take care of. I'm still gonna hang out.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be in the chat,
all right
but I got
then.
to do a couple things, and it's gonna be noisy. So,
Okay, all
but
right.
thank you all for having my back and bringing this stuff to my attention.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Much love, respect.
All right,
Much
love you,
love
Mama.
and respect. God bless.
Bye bye. Okay. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Did you got the wrong one? Wait, is she still in here? Or did you get rid of her common sense? Yeah, I gotta catch up on chat. 1 second here. What's your thoughts on sending people to pretend island other people's names? Okay, it's a squad of ES haters, lovers over on the dark side is pathetic. Okay, is Couch Mama still in here? Okay, she's gone. Okay, thank you, common sense. Okay, Mama T is still in the chat. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Okay, let me just catch up on chat real quick. I don't know if anybody new came in. If they did, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Uh, okay. Okay, common sense. Did you kick her out or just time her out? Either one's fine, but if she comes back in with that mess, and just block her. Okay, good. Let's talk to you tomorrow. Okay, Mama T, we love you, honey, and I hope you have a good night. Crap started about Ernie when BK got jealous at Candace. BK attack with rumors and vengeance. Yeah, I don't know why they just want to come over here and push a narrative on Ernie being a scammer when there's no proof of it. So they just need to stay out of my chat with all that shit. Okay. I think I've caught up on everything, y'all. Okay, timed out. Gonna catch the Just Judy Hammer next time. Okay, thank you, common sense. Before that, even. Alright, well, let me take this stuff off my screen now because she's probably a couch potato. Yep. She's one of them keyboard warriors. That's all she is. Okay. Was awaiting permission from all souls commands. Common sense. You don't need my permission, honey. You already know what you get. But you do what you need to do. You know that. She come in here talking all that mess. Then, Jennifer. It was. What was the woman's name? I don't forgot her name now. Uh. Yeah. What was her name? Was it Couch Mama? Was that her name? Yeah. She wasn't that important. I can't even remember her name now. But she was in here talking mess in the chat. So they even come on my channel and start with their Ernie crap. Yeah, Sugar Pie, it gets old. So, I mean, you would think that they would get bored with it, but I don't know. It's crazy. At PG's, I'll pop in. Okay, White Widow Baby, tell her that I'm live right now. Um, so when I end mine, if she's still live, I'll jump over in her chat. Her couch smells like her. 666 told me. No, this BK lies stuck with people and many didn't learn the truth. That is true. Crime time. Couch. No, more. I think it was was it Couch? No, it wasn't Couch Lover. Was it Couch Mama? I don't know. Okay, welcome back, Liberator. It probably smells like tuna. I don't even remember what the woman's name is now, and I can't find it in chat. Let's see. I don't know. She got timed out, so maybe she won't come back. And if she does, she'll come back a little bit nicer. I would forward you the email copy of the receipt where Brandon deleted my. Okay, you can email it to me if you want to, Jennifer. Hold on, I'll put my thing in the chat. Okay, there's my email. You can send it to me if you want to. Okay, sorry, but I'm really trying to warn you on foster parent special needs kids. If you think I'm not, you're lost. BK is a scammer. Okay, so Couch Mama, let me ask you something. Before you get a wrench upside your head by one of my mods, let me ask you something real quick. What does you being a foster parent of special needs kids got to do with you claiming Ernie Shell is a scammer? Don't come in here with that special needs kid stuff because I have a child who's special needs too, okay? Okay. Common sense, you know what to do. Like, seriously. Thank you, common sense. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, you. Hurricane to Fort Mars. Um, her. That. Literally. What has her being a foster parent to special needs kids got to do anything with Ernie? Totally strange. A bunch of women picking and pulling apart his everywhere, doing anything they can to hide, to hinder his life. It's super weird. I think they're infatuated. They are. Sugar pie. That is true. Okay. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's gotten to the point where the man could say anything, and they're gonna pick it apart, no matter what it is. Okay, I have a gray cat and calico cat, and I know what I'm talking about. Don't say I didn't warn you. That is too funny. Hope forever. Or why would it be your loss? I don't know, Kibana Wadana. Like some of these people, I don't understand. I've known Ernie for over 20 years. Couch ever. You can't tell me nothing. Go lay down on your stink ass couch. Oh, you like the command center, Tasty Joe? Let's see. One day we will see them bust in their house. We'll have Ernie shrines. Oh, that is true, Alicia. Like Ernie everything all over their house. Yeah, but common sense, you know that you don't have to wait for me to give you permission. If you need to swing, go ahead and swing. It's okay. Ow. I mean, there's literally, as much as they say that about him, there's never been any proof brought out. Like, you would think that after a while they would get tired of pushing that narrative. Ernie bobbleheads. Oh my god, Ernie toilet paper. Hit me with your best shot comments. Make it a good one. Oh my god, they are just, yeah. They are just like, they're literally Ernie on the brain. I kind of get worried about them sometimes when they're always Ernie this and Ernie that. Because I can't be with him, they're gonna try and control him by doing what they're doing. It's scary, sure if you're in here. I think Ernie just went live. Please don't just brush him off. This can be super dangerous for you. Yeah, it can be. Like it's some of the stuff, them stalking him and all that, is very ridiculous, but very dangerous at the same time. Ernie's toilet paper has BK's face all over it. Oh, Daisy Joe. She's probably got, don't he have like two or three different posters that look different? She's probably got one over her bed, one in the bathroom. Probably got yours. the the like the little magnet thing that you can put like on your mailbox with like your last name or last initial or whatever. They probably got one of those on the mailbox with Ernie's face on it. I'll tell how to make that stuff and we'll sell it. Hey, you can make a lot of money with that. That is just too funny though. They probably wear Ernie t-shirts underneath their clothes every day. Yeah, he really could common sense. Like he can make a shit ton of money. I think they're I think they've surpassed the obsessed part though. Like I don't know what would come after obsessed. If there was a scale and obsessed was like at the top of the scale, they would have like broke the scale and shot out the top of it. Ernie pendant so he stays close to their heart. I wonder if Tina Simmerly knows. If Tina knows what Dr. Fluffer, Ernie undies, I think Nicolina would want some. I think she's the one that really has the crush on him. We're gonna be his new design and marketing team. Yeah, Leslie, we could like literally, we can make that man a lot of money. Have a little Ernie bobblehead sitting on a tiger with his and Ernie had the little his little cowboy hat on. If PHN knows about Roger or Sandy, does Roger go to Tina and M's? I don't never go in there. So if anybody goes in there, just let Tina and Xander know. What about just sitting watching her flaunt her babies and Ernie and flirt like she's in heat? Sugar pie, cause he don't care. If the truth was known, hey Jimmy from the Bayou, hey Lulu, if the truth was known, he probably stepping out on Nicolina. That's why he don't care. Jimmy from the Bayou, you doing okay tonight? And what's crazy, y'all, that she's making her husband look stupid, and he's too stupid to realize that she's making him look stupid. Oh, that's good, Jimmy. I'm glad you're doing good. Wait, that man could care for her, especially after he said that night. That would embarrass me. Yeah, I don't. That's kind of like a weird relationship right there. That's probably why he ain't interested no more than anyone else. I don't know. That's they got some weird triangle stuff going on up in there or something, because some weird shit. 1-year-old sailor Elizabeth Tucker was found safe by U.S. Marshals in Austin PD by a mom taken into custody on unrelated charges. Okay, I hadn't heard of that case, Lulu, but that is a good thing that the baby was found safe. So how long has she been missing, Lulu? Maybe he just really likes to watch. Oh, sugar pie. Yes, absolutely wonderful news. Yes, that is awesome news that the baby was found. It's very recent, I believe only a week. Oh wow. Well, good. I'm very very happy that the baby was found safe though. There was something else I seen today when I was scrolling through YouTube, but I can't remember now what it was. And I didn't write it down, so there's no use in me trying to think of what it was. I'm just trying to catch up on. Sorry, y'all typing one handed, feeding the baby. Oh, Lulu, you're fine, honey. Common sense, did you go over to PG's? Oh, well, thank you for hanging out over here with me, Common Sense. Okay. Well, Common Sense, I love you, honey. Thank you for that. I'm just glad that PG did come back. Because Lord knows everybody was worried about that woman. It was good. I don't know. Honestly, y'all, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my common sense. I love the chill vibe. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Exercising time counts as exercise. Well, yeah, Fluffy, you working the fingers. Yeah, my chat for some reason keeps. I don't know why my chat does this, but it gets stuck every now and then, and then I have to try to fix it. Give me just 1 second. Try to get it. So what do we do? Jimmy, earlier when I first started the live, we were talking about Roger Bennett and how she's been lying to everybody and she's been scamming people. So we talked about that for a little while, and then we're just kind of talking about whatever now. I'm back and forth. I've missed everyone. So you're the best. Doing a great thing. Thank you, Common Sense. Yeah, common sense is. Like I said, I wouldn't know what I would do without my common sense, honestly, y'all. Like, I think everybody needs a common sense. For real. You can't go wrong with her. Trying to get everything pulled back up on my stuff. Okay, how do you start a YouTube channel? Um, you have to have either a phone, Jimmy, or a computer, and you just set up your accounts, and then you go live, or you can record a video and upload it to YouTube. See, so many lack in common sense. Yes, Alicia, they are. Okay, now I'm officially blushing. I mean, common sense, you really do get out in these YouTube streets and try to help people out. They may not want the help, but you do try. Visit the newer channels from now on and give support. The veteran channels chats get crazy chaotic. Yeah, Lulu, I've got where I only go to just like a handful of chats now. Common sense girl, I'd be lost without you. I'm so used to seeing you just about everywhere I go. I want to do videos on myths and urban legends. I want to talk, but I don't want to be seen. Okay, so Jimmy, Alicia says she would help you if you needed it, but you can do just like I'm doing. Like you can do lives and you don't have to show your face. You just keep your camera cut off. Or if you do a video, you can just record the video and you don't have to show your face. But Alicia Turner did say, Jimmy, that she would help you with it if you need her to help you. Okay, it's me. Lavender Moon. Have you thought any more about what you were telling us before that you were wanting to do? I'll share my idea for the channel. Okay, y'all. So Lavender Moon was wanting to start a YouTube channel, kind of mocking Jody Sue. Basically, all she's got to do is get a candle, a cigarette, and sit at a table and stare off into space. And every now and then mumble a thing or two. But you're not going to do it? I really think she should do it. No, Jimmy, I'm not outside. No, it's been pouring down rain here for like the last 2 days, so. But if you hear background noise, it's probably I'm sitting beside of a fan, so that may be what you're hearing. Oh, Lavender, you should do it with a cat in her face. Oh yeah, you can't forget about Pickles, Lavender Moon. I really think she should do it, but she didn't really. She don't want to do it though because she doesn't want to be seen on camera. It sounds like crickets. No, I have an air conditioner going in my room, Jimmy, and then I have a fan that's right beside of me, so that's probably what you hear. Jimmy, record while you sleep, and every couple of hours, jump and scream monsters, and say, "Oh, Pickles, are you dead yet?" Yeah, you can't forget about Pickles. But seriously, Lavender Moon, like you really should do it. Even if you got to stick like a puppet or something up at the table, and you can just kind of like mumble behind the camera. I'm thinking of starting a channel, but it will not be about true crime things. It'll be geared more towards my home business. Oh, that would be cool, Lulu. Yeah, common sense. We can get a little crazy in here. I think everybody that's been in here so far that I have not had to block has an awesome sense of humor. Like, there's been a few that we've had to get rid of because, like, they just wanted to be mean. Some big boobs. Lulu, what kind of home business do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Do you like Jimmy's idea though? Yeah, I think Jimmy should start. I mean, I would sub up to him. I'm sure everybody in here would. It's an intro for Love Sugar Butt. As you would look, interest in your work. I'll be sure to let y'all know when it happens. Okay, Lulu. I've seen the guy that put the word dance and he's Pakistani or something. No, Jim Millsouth, I haven't seen that. Yeah. See, Jimmy, if you start one, Linda Marie said she would sub up to you as well. Ooh, fragrance, all things scents for home, car, laundry. Oh, that sounds awesome, Lulu. You got a website? I don't know how. Hello, L baby. How are you? Fairly new sub, and I'm really enjoying it here. Congratulations on making a great channel. Thank you. Right back. Change. Okay, lavender. You're gonna stay up interesting kitchen. Yes, Linda Marie. I don't. The only thing that I will probably turn off would maybe be my the live chat replay. I usually don't leave that up, but I don't delete my videos. Lost Souls. He's even been on the Today Show. What is the name of his channel, Janelle? I've never seen him. I do. It has my name on it, but I'll figure out how to share it. Okay. Well, if it's got your name on it, Lulu, you want to just send me? I can put my email out, and you can just email it to me. That way, you don't have to. If you don't want to put your name out. Okay, Linda Murray. I would say my business with people bullying my customers so bad I don't like to put it out. Yeah, it's me. If that's happening, yeah, don't worry about putting your stuff out. Do you know what it means down in the south if a bird flies in the kitchen? And Um, Now, Jimmy, I've heard that if you have a red bird in you talking about like a red bird or something like that? Because I've always heard that if a red bird is in your yard, it's a visitor from heaven. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, Jen Mel. That's all I meant to. Okay, thank you, Lulu. To limit someone around you. Oh, wait, is that what it means, Alicia? And, okay, so see, I've never heard that. I've always heard about the red bird. If they're in your yard, it's a visitor from heaven. Let me have a look at here. Oh, it's a blackbird. Okay. Oh, in the windowsill. That you meant in the window. Yeah. What does it mean, Jimmy? Because I have no idea. Yes, cardinal birds visit from loved ones in heaven. Yeah, that's what I'd always heard too, Lulu. It happened to my grandma years ago, and she is still alive and kicking. Hold on one second, y'all. I just need to mute. Okay. All right. Does this still sound like crickets? We've had them in this. I'm really, really superstitious about things. I've heard a lot. Okay, so now you can't hear the crickets. All right, well, I cut my air conditioner off, so That was probably what you heard. All right, so let me see. Like, don't pick a penny up on his tails. Okay, so what does it mean? Is it about that someone's going to pass away? Is that what it means? The black cat. This is funny. It's bad luck. Oh yeah, Jimmy. Like I've heard that a lot of times. Like if a black cat crosses in front of you, aren't you supposed to like spit over your shoulder or something like that? Yeah, Tennessee girl, I can see you, honey. And Tennessee girl, are you feeling any better? Clean. Yep. Black cat passes in front of you. You got to spit over your shoulder and put an X on the window or a cross on the windshield or something like that. So many of us tales about bringing bad luck, but not many on how to get good luck. That is true, Alicia. No, if you're driving, you put an X if you're on your windshield. Okay, well, Jimmy, my husband don't even have to be driving. If a black cat passes in front of us or like crosses in front of us, he always spits over his shoulder and puts the cross on the windshield, no matter where he's at in the vehicle. Okay, so superstition is just to make you worry. I have three black cats in my home. We're all doing great. Maybe that's why you have so much good common sense. Blue porch is to keep the ghost away. Jimmy from the bayou says, I'll turn around and go the other way. Do you really do that, Jimmy? That is too funny, y'all. More, her whole house is blue and is still haunted. Yes, so try to pee before it gets across. Oh, Jimmy, though, you got to be careful doing that. You'll be done run over the cat. Let's see, I have black cats too and trip me constantly. See, common sense, that's just where you're getting all your common sense from, is from those black cats you got. Okay, Carti Pandora of the Yukon is the channel name. He grows on you. Okay, let me write down his name. I've never heard of him, Janelle. Hold on one second. Yeah, let me write this down. Yeah, I can't even spell Yukon. Okay. Okay. I will. I'll check him out after I get done with my live. Okay. Eat cabbage and black eyed peas on New Year's. Yes, I've always heard that. I don't eat black eyes though. I don't like them. I'll eat the shit out of some cabbage, but I won't eat the black eyes. Oh, he does just go everywhere doing a dance. Okay, I'll have to check him out then. Don't dare wash your laundry. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to wash your laundry on New Year's Day? The cabbage is for money, the peas is for change. Yeah, I've always heard that, Jimmy, but like I said, I don't eat black eyes. I don't like them. I don't like the texture of them. Okay, my daughter's gonna try to help get my mom some help. She works for a nursing home, but we're gonna try to see if we can get her into like assistant. That would be good, Tennessee girl, because I seen where you were saying in another chat earlier about how she gets up and wanders off, and y'all afraid she's gonna get hit by a car. So maybe they can, get her in somewhere that they can kind of keep an eye on her. I already got 4 kids and 14 Koreans going to me. Mar, what's my niece doing? As much cabbage as I eat, I should be getting all kinds of money. Oh, really? Common sense. Yeah, common sense got jokes tonight. She's wanting to know how everybody pronounces salmon because she's saying I say it wrong. I put mayonnaise in black eyed peas and pintos. See, my grandma used to say if she dropped her dish rag, someone was coming to visit. Now, I have heard that one, Alicia, about the dish rag. Okay, so Daisy Joe, do you pronounce salmon with an L? Let's just do it like this, just so we can keep up with it. She's in her brother's room. Okay. Um, if you pronounce salmon with an L, put a one in the chat. Sugar pie girl, I'm sure however you make it, it'll be awesome. Okay, it's me says salmon. That's not right. It's me. It's really not. It's pronounced salmon. And if your ears burn, someone's gossiping about you burning. To silent L. It is not salmon. It is salmon. See all the ones common sense. See the ones they outnumber the twos. It is salmon. Common sense is coming out with some jokes tonight, y'all. It is salmon. That is how it's pronounced. They put that L in there for a reason. I don't pronounce anything right. Alicia said I say salmon. That's not right, Alicia. Mar, she done started. She gonna ask the chat how do they pronounce salmon. It does have an L. It does, Jinmel, but a lot of people say that the L is supposed to be silent. But I don't care. They put the L in there for a reason. It's salmon. I've never heard anybody pronounce the L until now, really. See, all the ones in here are common sense. That means all of the ones pronounce it the way I do. It's just like the K in knife is silent. But that's knife, though. Like, that's a totally different word. Don't they talk about salmon on SpongeBob? Like, I need to go back and listen to SpongeBob and see how they pronounce it. Let's see. It's me. It's possum. The O is silent in possum. So I heard a Yankee say salmon. I looked at her funny. Yeah, I say a lot of things different from what other people say. A washer. No, I say washer. Can't imagine it. I try not to let my strong country accent come out when I'm on here, y'all, but I can't help it. It's still salmon, though. Wash your face. I hate that. No, I do say wash. Like, I'm country, but I don't think I'm that country. Or the huge debate over bayou. Thank you, sugar pie. Yeah, a lot of people say bayou and some others say bayou. It's bayou. What about window? It's a window, Queen. That's what it is. It's a window. I see Queen got jokes up in here tonight, too. Okay, how do you say OUL? Oil? A lot of people say oil, but I say oil. Depends on what restaurant you're ordering from. If it's a cheap place, it's salmon. See if it's a fancy place, it's salmon. Exactly. Queen, she meant oil. She misspelled. Yeah, but it's window. Do you have an idea or not? I say idea. A drawer or a draw. I say drawer. But yeah, it's a window. I mean, that's how I pronounce it. Yeah, I have an uncle who was he's really country. Like I'm talking about like really really country. I spelled it like that. Say no, I do say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Some people say Monday, Tuesday. Sometimes if I'm not watching myself, I'll say Tuesday. My grandma would tell us when we were teenagers washing dishes that if we wet the front of our shirt, we would marry a drunk. I've never heard that line. I say I dear, just to mock my southern dad. Yeah, I've heard that too, I dear. My boyfriend says when I say dog, it sounds like I say dog. Chester drawer. I do common sense say Chester drawer instead of chest of drawers. My husband says ideal. Yeah, I've never said ideal. I've always said idea. I like to see Chester's drawers. Hey, no fear. How are you? Yeah, I've always said Chester drawers. I get picked on by my northern friends saying Julie instead of July. Yeah, most of my family lives up north. Just me, my mom, and my uncle are the only ones left out of the family that live in the south now since my grandparents passed away. Taters and maters. Hey, now, common sense, there is nothing wrong with taters and maters. Usually, though, I don't say maters, I always say tomatoes. I get looked at when I go north and talk. Yeah, I know, Ricky. When I used to go up to Kentucky and Ohio and all that to visit family, like they always loved how I talk. I talk about Chester Shores unless you're gonna introduce me. Exactly, Jen Mill. It's tomato and potato. Where's me down here from Mississippi to Tennessee? It's like everybody was picking on how we talked. Yeah, I'll come back now. Yeah, I always say y'all. The maters are good, aren't they, Queen? You should see my peppers. Fried tomatoes, pinto beans, and fried eggs, and some chow chow. That's a good meal. Yeah, fried green tomatoes are good. Okay, that's why when that's what they said when we moved to Arkansas. And over here, y'all talk funny. How do you say towel? You say towel. Call them taters and motors. That's like a lot of people say oil instead of oil or soil instead of soul. Let's see, my name used to say something about if your left hand itches, someone's gonna steal from you, but if your right hand itches, someone's gonna give you money. Seems like I've heard something about a hand and itching and money or something. My Jersey accent is gibberish to Southerns. I mean, usually I don't have a problem understanding people from up north. Just seems like people from up north have a problem understanding Southern folks. I say dog since we moved here. I catch the accent quick. I got no money, Alicia. But Tennessee people say come back now. And if your nose itches, you're gonna either get into a fight or kiss a fool. Fluffy, I don't know about if your butt itches. If you want 5 steps forward and look behind you, there'll be two calves following you. No, more, it's ol. I don't know if that's how you're pronouncing it. These two. Wait, hold on, let me read this real quick. Okay, so have y'all ever heard that don't sweep under someone's feet or they won't get married? If you burn the bridge, someone is mad at you. We talk too fast for you southern folk. Yeah, but usually straight though, I can understand people from the north. You can tell you different family. I taught northern quads when they were 4. Your mom said my accent rubbed off on them. My son's girlfriend says, Mississippi people say we going to wash our clothes down here in Tennessee. Heck, want to wash my clothes. Never live near me anymore. I don't know. I've always heard that though. My father-in-law used to say that all the time about not to sweep under someone's feet or they won't get married. Jersey says if you don't lock your car, it's gonna get stolen. Hold on 1 second. I can't even spell. 1 second, I'm trying to answer a text back. Okay. Okay, yes, I begged my mom when I was younger to sweep under my feet, but she said she would not do it. So look what I got now, next wife. A guy my husband used to work with called Old Earl. Get me some Earl. Common sense. Don't open an umbrella in the house. I have heard that one. Tennessee people, I'm not a hillbilly, I'm a redneck southern girl. I can become really superstitious. Just had to be an even number along with my alarms. Yeah, I've heard they never open the umbrella in the house. Tennessee people, not a hillbilly, I'm a redneck southern girl. I can become really superstitious. Just had to be an even number along with my alarms. Yeah, I've heard they never open the umbrella in the house. Tennessee people, not a hillbilly, I'm a redneck southern girl. My son is an even number one too. Oh yeah, I've also heard never walk under a ladder. It's supposed to be bad luck or something like that. Let's see, my first grade teacher said when you have to say bless you if someone sneezes because your souls could leave your body or a demon could enter in. Now I've never heard that, but I've always, like if someone sneezes or whatever, I've always said bless you. But I didn't know that that was a reason why. No, no ladders either. Yeah, I've always heard to never walk under a ladder. Common sense. She always told us because your heart skips a beat when you sneeze. I wonder if that's true though. Does your heart really skip a beat when you sneeze? We're from West New Jersey, York, New Jersey. The Joyzy accent is deep. So somehow I mess up and break a superstition rule. I have to spit to the left to negate it. Hold on 1 second. Alright. That reminded me, my 5-year-old opened an umbrella in the house and knocked a candle off the wall into our fish tank, busted it, cut his feet on the glass. Oh wow, Alicia. They used to say bless your soul. They shorten it by saying bless you. And yes, okay, so your heart does skip a beat when you sneeze. Monitor. Oh wow. Common sense. I got a new one that started like 5 years ago, but littering is bad juju for me. Break a mirror, 7 years bad luck. I've heard that one. Alicia, I don't know what happens. Never heard of bodies called. Never heard of that more. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I need to send a text real quick. Oh shit. Okay, I had to text my daughter real quick. Okay. Alicia, your neighbor's house turns brown. Never have an unlit candle in your home? Wait, what does it mean if you have an unlit candle in your home? Oh yeah, she would have been divorced 22 years. Oh really, Tennessee girl? I also have to get out of my side of the bed and never my wife's side, and my feet can't hit the floor until the clock is an even number. Oh well, it's straight. So you're like everything's got to be an even number then. I heard spontaneous human combustion. In other words, blow up if you smoke at the same time. Oh wow. As I type this out, I realize I may have problems. That's actually what I heard too, but I think DJ is right because I have proof. Unlit candle is bad. Wait a minute. Are you talking about like a brand new candle that's never been lit, or is that what you're saying? It's me. Like you just go buy a brand new candle, but you never light it. Because I don't think I have any of those, but I do have like a bunch of candles here. When I was a kid, I counted every step I took. Really, Mar? I always have to shave starting with the right side of my face. Yep, I have to get out of the right side of the bed and don't tell a dream before breakfast. I've heard that too. It's me. Okay, so basically, if you buy a candle, light it as soon as you buy it. But I've never heard that. That's interesting. Common sense. Common sense, you need oxygen, honey. Yes, and walked into stuff a lot. Every morning I never eat breakfast. If I go through a toll booth, it has to be the furthest to the right. I almost got divorced over that one. Okay, y'all, common sense needs some oxygen. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones I've ever heard of. Shoot, I'm screwed. I have candles in case the power goes out. Probably never find them. I got them years ago. Okay, DJ, but have they ever been, they're brand new, like never been lit? I'll light mine before I get out the store. Do I gotta go light all these tea lights now? Yeah, I do have a lot of tea lights. Because I usually keep those to burn. I always get scented oil, and then I have to have the tea lights to heat the oil up. There's one about buying a fort, but I can't remember why. Oh, burying a fort, but I can't remember why. Into a concrete pole in the grocery store when I was a kid, watching my teeth and counting. Just a little bit. I'm gonna go over this. Okay, Tennessee girl. Holy shit. Tea lights are great for starting fires. Everything as well. Yeah, I have a lot of tea lights. I have cats. Candles are no longer an option. Yeah, common sense. I may have to do the thing like White Widow Baby was telling us the other day this year for the Christmas tree, put tinfoil around it because I know them cats are gonna be all up in that tree. My nanny screamed and ran over to me. Never heard of it. Yeah, DJ, I'd never heard that about the candles either. It'd be great in the wilderness. Say bread and butter if you and the person you're walking with walking a pole between you. I've never heard of that one either. I think some of this stuff may be sketch. My kids step on every crack they see just to break my back, and it hasn't happened yet. Short instant goose egg, almost covered it. Oh well, Mar. Great. Now I wanted butter bread. Yeah, common sense. I have the same problem. Like the cats are literally everywhere. And I just know that they're going to be all up in the Christmas tree this year. Dad told me about the crack breaking father's back, and I said I'm going to step on every crack I see. I heard the bread and butter thing. Yeah, I've never heard that. Some of this stuff I've never heard of. It's too laying in bed with me now. The only superstition I ever really worried about was never put your cowboy hat on the bed. Never heard that one either. Uh oh, common sense, embarrassing moment. Do I need to throw up a trigger warning, common sense? I wonder where all those things come from. My mom taught me all them. Probably just stuff from like the older people. It's me. There, good when they're asleep. Okay, so I don't need a trigger warning. Okay. I have to I have to keep an eye on common sense sometimes. If your right palm inches, it means you're gonna get some money. I ever went to a motorcycle shop in the last. Hey October baby, how are you? I just said Mama T replay part two. A bit nauseated breathing. How are you? Oh, we're doing all right, October baby. Now I have heard the thing about the palm itching, but I can't remember like what it meant. Let's see, Mars bad luck. I never tested it. I was told that when I was little. Hmm. Oh, see, it's me. I got one of those kind of cats too. Like I have a fluffy white cat that's got like the meanest look ever, and he will literally like do something and turn around and look at you like he's daring you to say something to him. Your cats are perfect. I wish mine were. Like at times mine are good. Uh, Usually, really only when they're sleeping, and then the rest of the time they're outside. But I mean, for the most part, they're okay, I guess. They can be a little assholes at times too. You talk to yourself, you have money in the bank. Uh, Wait, Mar, you've heard that if you talk to yourself, you have money in the bank? That can't be true. The whole front of it was glass so everybody could see you coming in. All along the highway, they had a huge iron. Oh, I know where this is going, common sense. They had a huge iron beam from where they were adding onto the business. I walked right into it. Yeah, I don't like snakes either, Jimmy. It's the other people, the accent, just a Jersey girl here. Mine sticks his butt in my face if I don't give him treats like kiss my butt. Yeah, I don't like no snakes either. Saw it in my peripheral, but I kept looking at the motorcycles through the glass. I'm sorry, common sense. I'm really not laughing at you. Okay, I just googled how to tell if a cow is pregnant, and now I'm traumatized. Gross. Sorry, y'all. I had to run over to Jimbo's as I promised, but I had so much. All right, Alicia. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, honey. And if I don't see you over at Jimbo's later, I hope you have a good night. About knocked me out. Glad I didn't have an audience. I'm sorry, common sense. I'm really laughing with you. Really. See, I love the Jersey accent. I was born in Hoboken. Isn't Hoboken where the cake boss dude is from? I was never good at it. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. I never made it to the door to see the motorcycle. Just had to turn around and leave. Me too. I sucked up and like and enjoy being. Oh well, thank you, Jimmy. I'm glad you came and hung out with us tonight. I moved to the country when I was a month old. Okay, I think Hoboken is where he's from. I believe. 1 second. All right. Do you live in the country now, more where you're at, or are y'all in like the city or town or whatever? I will be back. More prayers and much love. Okay, Jimmy. Well, thanks for coming out over and hanging out with us, honey. And if we don't see you, I hope you have a good night. Like I get to see baby cow being born. Now I'm like, never mind. God, such is the case. Do y'all have cows around you, Fluffy? Oh, you live in the country? Okay. Honestly, like if you saw where I lived at, it literally looks like you dug a hole out in some trees and just set my house in the middle of it. Like we way out in the country out here. Neighbors all have them, but no one has claimed these dang cows that showed up. So you still got them? Is the cow that showed up in your yard? Is she pregnant? Okay, we have black ice where I live. I put into a big RV dealership. We have black ice. I slid and kept slide. Oh wow, Jen Mail. I don't even drive in the cities around here. Too many highways and crazy people. I don't honestly. I mean, I can drive in cities. I just don't like to. I get very bad road rage because people in the cities don't know how to drive. Yes, I took a picture of her belly to compare on Google. Oh wow. Have you called a vet or anything like that, Fluffy? Like there should be a vet around there that deals with cows. Like we have two vets here. I'm sure most of them will deal with cows, but there's two of them here that strictly do like cows, horses. They do like one of them does all the cows for the sale barn here. Drive by shoes. Are they branded? Might have some cows. DJ, I think she said they wasn't branded. They didn't have a brand, a tag. They wasn't tagged or anything. You should have calved out by now. It is way late in the year for calves. Bless the Lord, my ribs are hurting. It never fails common sense. Like you come in here and somebody's gonna leave with their ribs hurting. Okay, nope, I'm giving it away in 2 weeks to someone who has cows. If owner don't show up, no tags, no brands. Okay, well, if she is pregnant, Fluffy, and she tries to calve, and the calf don't come out right, you may have to pull the calf. 15 miles to the nearest store. We have where we live at. There's like a little bit country gas station type store here. Um, it's only like 5 miles from my house. The nearest like Dollar General is about 15 minutes. The nearest grocery store is 25. But I literally live 5 miles off of a main highway. You may have to pull the calf. I ain't held to. Yeah, if it's backwards, you have to turn the calf around and or pull it or whatever. Because it can, the mama can die and the calf. Now, if it comes out hooves and nose, front hooves and nose first, should be okay. And even then, you may have to pull it a little bit. Oh God, no one, 911 ain't gonna know what to do with it. That's why I was asking if you had called a vet or anything like that. Unless you count Dollar Generals, they build one in the middle of nowhere. I have heard that they're supposed to be building one about 3 miles up the road, which is like you have to go 3 miles just to get to the out of here, really. Um, but I've heard that they're supposed to be building one about 3 miles from here, so I hope they do. Highway down the road, the big stores. Yeah, just to get to Walmart, I have to go about 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't even like going to Walmart. The cops might show up and shoot the cow. Yeah, it would be best, Fluffy, if you could find a vet and just call them and let them know what's going on just in case she tries to calve while you still have her. Still dogs on both ends of my brain. Because yeah, like I said, if the calf comes is trying to come breached or whatever, and you don't know what to do or anything like that, the mama and the calf both can die. I wish they would build a dollar store up the road from here. And I haven't even been to Walmart in like forever. I hate going to Walmart. DG on one end, the Family Dollar on the other. Now, the town north of us, we have a Dollar General and the Family Dollar. The town south of us, all we have is the Dollar General. They're supposed to be putting a Family Dollar somewhere in the town, but I don't know where. And then, like I said, they're supposed to be building a Dollar General about 3 miles from here. I'm so fascinated seeing San Francisco, we visit two-story stores. We don't ever have. Yeah, I mean, like going to big cities are okay as long as I don't have to stay long. I just, I don't like driving in big cities. Not a Walmart shopper. I'm not either. Common sense. I hate Walmart. I hate honestly. I hate shopping. Period. Like I can't stand it. If I gotta go to Walmart, I know exactly what I gotta go in and get. I go in, I get what I gotta get, and I get the hell up out of there. I don't walk around and look. I don't go contemplating if I need something else. I go get exactly what I gotta get, and then I go straight to self checkout and get out as quick as possible. You know how down south there's a church on every corner. We picked a church 15 miles away. Yeah, there's literally, let's see, one, three, four churches within about a 3 mile radius. Just to get from here to the store I was talking about, like the little country community store gas station we have, there's one, two, three, you pass three stores. Let's see, my town is still in total shambles from that. Oh, Jamel, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Telling me these highways are nuts and people. Yeah, Mar, I don't know what the deal is in Louisiana, which I didn't get my license in Louisiana when I first got them. But these people down here don't know how to drive. Literally. They don't use a blinker. They will pull out in front of you and then go 20 feet down the road and then turn off to the next door. Or they'll pass you and do that. They'll literally pass you like they're in a hurry and then get in front of you and then turn. Stopped everything, clean up and rebuilding. What state are you in, Jen, now? Kentucky. I got, that's where all of my family on my mama's side is from. I do have some family up in Ohio, um, but my grandparents were born and raised in Kentucky. And I haven't been since I was 15. The summer I was 15 was the last time I'd went up there, and I want to go so bad next summer because my husband and kids have never been. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make it up there because I want to go visit Chris because she's up there, and we want to go over to Jinky's restaurant and take 20 minutes to make a turn. Oh, Mar, girl, there can be like, especially pulling into our dollar store, they will literally be stopped in the middle of the road to turn into the dollar store, and there will be a car that's 2 miles up the road, and they wait for that car to pass before they turn. Why is it in the south? There is a car on the side. Is a car on the side of the road. Everyone stops, changes lanes, and smokes. About that between Atlanta and okay. So wait a minute. Why is it in the south? If there is a car on the side of the road, everyone stops, changes lanes, and smokes it on down the road. Now here, DJ, I don't know about stopping, but if there's a car on the side of the road here, I always get over into the other lane to go around it. Where were we before that part of hurricane? Yeah, that some tornado skipped over us. Yeah, thank God there hadn't been any hurricanes yet. Ow, my leg. Oh, my foot's asleep, y'all. Out in Georgia, they stop and back traffic up for miles, 5 miles an hour to pass nothing. Oh, I don't know. Like here, we literally just go to the other lane. If there's not an oncoming car, we'll just go another lane and go around it. Warning about bad weather for days and warning about the tornado coming, and I didn't have a clue. Janelle, do y'all have like where you live at for your local news? Do y'all have like a weather app or something like that? Because like here we have the weather app that's for the local news station, and you can set it for any type of alert like tornado warnings or anything like that. There's one out there, but I didn't get worried about hurricanes until they were in the Gulf. Yeah, it's me. I mean, I'm in Louisiana, and usually when they start talking about hurricanes or out in the Atlantic, I start watching tracks. And usually you can tell when it gets to a certain point if it's going to go into the Gulf or it's going to swing up and go up through the East Coast. Okay, are you saying it's me that there's a hurricane out there now? I don't watch TV, but it's either I'm shut down. Okay, I'm in Mississippi, 30 minutes from the Gulf. Okay, I'm about 150 miles from the Gulf Shore, the Gulf Coast up in Louisiana. That's right there. Everywhere, tells me altitudes. Let's see more. My niece is keeping up with the all the news. That's what she should be doing. Keeping up with all the current events. It just happened that I left and went to Hardee's for a ham and cheese sandwich when it took forever to get back home. I heard one was last weekend, but I didn't pay attention. It disappeared or not. I know that a couple of days ago there was one in the Gulf, but it wasn't really anything to it, but it was going up into South Texas. I'm in Tornado Alley in Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa, and all that, they get hit by a lot of tornadoes. See, more, she should be doing that. That keeps her aware of, things that's going on. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to shut it down for right now. I'm going to run over to PG's for a little bit since I haven't got to see her. I may stop by Jimbo's too. I had to drive over metal bricks, wood, etc. Tried about half a dozen streets before I could get. Oh wow, Janelle. Let's see. I hate hurricanes because we have a well, no city water or sewage, so no power, no water. Yeah, it's me. We have city water here, but other than that, like in especially where I live at, down the Sturt Road, if the power goes out, we're always the last ones to get power. When Hurricane Laura came through, we was without power for over a week. You really have tornadoes in New York, but tonight, mom's awake. One hit. Oh wow, Mar. Oh well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, this me, and for sure come back and visit us again. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Like I said earlier, I didn't want to have to come out and say what all I said and bring out all the truth or whatever. But once I shut this live down, it's not going to be brought up anymore. You too, DJ. All right, no, we didn't have power for 2 months. Yeah, Katrina was horrible. Like, see, y'all got hit with Katrina, and where I'm at, we got hit by Rita, and it was just like the whole state of Louisiana was demolished. And then Laura came in 2020, and 2 months before Laura hit, we were down there on the beach for Father's Day weekend. We were on the beach that Laura made land on, and it just took out the whole town of Cameron. Like, it was horrible. Oh, thank you, Janelle. I hope y'all all come back and hang out with us again. I might go live again later on tonight. I don't know. Depends on how sleepy I am. Um, but I'm gonna go hang out over in PG's for a while. Yeah, them looters were horrible after Katrina. They just they tore New Orleans up big time. Like, it was horrible down there. Now with when Rita hit and it hit Cameron, Cameron's just a small little fishing community, small little fishing town. Um, but I mean, it wiped out everything, and then they built back up as they always do after all the hurricanes, and then Laura came through and wiped it out again in 2020. So, all right, well, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go hang out at PG's for a while. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. I love you all, and I hope you all have a good night. And for sure, come back and hang out with us again.